this episode of Playlog, we're looking at all the nominees for the 2025 Game Awards and replacing them with indie games. Hey guys, CGDannyB back again with another episode of Playlog, the podcast where we talk all things indie gaming, but of course, we can't talk indie games alone because that'd be super boring. So, we've got my partner in crime, the Playlist Kid themselves, Tofr. What's poppin', homie?
I'm doing good. We just rambled about Call of Duty for like 5 minutes before OBS decided, nah, we don't like that. So let's not jinx it and let's not talk Call of Duty again.
Yeah, let's talk Battlefield 6, a real man's game.
Let's talk indies, Danny. Let's talk indies.
Fine, I guess. We could do that.
I thought you liked indies. You always say so in your videos.
Sometimes. I am CGDannyB and I really like indie games. Like sharing with you guys. And today I want to tell you about an upcoming game called blah, 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 blah. Yeah. I do like indie games. They're pretty great. They're pretty chill. They're pretty fun. There's just so fucking many. It was funny where I was talking to LB about like, yeah, you know, October ended and usually this is the time of year where it gets a little bit more quiet because you have some of the big releases or like stuff, stocking stuffers, like put this game out. She's like, oh, so it kind of slows down. I'm like, yes, but it also becomes like, cool, let's finish playing the stuff that we haven't finished from earlier in this year so we can talk about it for Game of the Year time. And then November's like, haha, fuck your time. Because like we have Constance next week. I think by the time, today's the 17th? Or no, the 18th. Okay, yeah. So the embargo, but yeah. So like, I have Demon School, which should be out by the time this is posted. So I've been playing that. I've barely put any time into Possessors. I'll talk about Winter Burrow this episode, which I still have to finish. Like, there's so much shit on my plate. All of this right before I leave for PAX. So I'm like, dang it. And then of course the real man's game, real man's game, Moonlighter comes out tomorrow. So like, what else are we gonna do? Absolutely nothing. So yeah, it's just a time. It's a place. A lot of indies to play. And then I'll be in December. I'm like, please don't release anything important. I want to talk Game of the Year stuff. I would like to play through Constance if I can, but we'll see. Because I was all like, I got to finish Silk Song. I don't know if that's going to happen. I don't know if that's going to be realistic. We'll see. But I digress. But yeah, indie games, fucking love them. Great shit. Honestly, we should make more of them. Just slower. Make them a lot slower. So we can. I want to take a nap, okay? That's all I want. But speaking of indie games, it's a great time to remind you guys that this is Playlog Podcast, our weekly podcast where we talk about indie games, news, reviews, and whatever we choose. If you enjoy what we do here, please be sure to show some support by doing a few very simple things, such as liking the video if you're watching on YouTube, or leaving that glorious 5-star review if you're on audio platforms. It's simple, but it goes a long way to helping the show. You can also be a part of the show by writing in and asking us your questions or recommending your favorite indie games. Just use the Google form in the description of every episode and have your opinions be heard. Now, on to a little bit of housekeeping real quick. I also did not write a script after last week, so still improv. Hey, Daggerheart, that's a game. It's a TTRPG we're playing. I'm playing a little mushroom man named Ropo, who's good at breaking kneecaps, but also very tiny and gets hurt sometimes. It's a sad time. But I'm getting to play my first series of Daggerheart. It's a 3-episode miniseries. We had to cancel this week because the DM had to take his cat to the vet. I believe the cat is doing all right now. It was just an impulse thing that we had to take care of. But we added the week, so I think it is now. It'll be, well, for you watching on Thursday, it was last night, the 19th. Was our second episode, and then I believe the 3rd of December will be our final episode of that series. So Daggerheart, if you want to watch me, a couple friends play some Daggerheart. It's twitch.tv/folkandmyth, FOLKANDMYTH. I'm sure I'll post about it on socials when it happens too. But yeah, go to my Instagram, look for a little picture of me with a mushroom guy. It's a cool time, so it'll be great. Also, hey, you like conventions and TTRPGs and stuff? I'll be at PAX Unplugged this weekend. By the time you guys are seeing this, I should be finishing packing to go get on a train to arrive in Philadelphia. And I will be there Sunday through Monday, rolling some dice, playing with friends. There's probably going to be a karaoke night. I don't know if you guys are invited to that. It's more of a chill thing, but I'm excited to see all my friends. I had said to LB over the weekend, actually, I think it was a group call. I said to Mal and LB over the weekend, I was like, hey, I feel bad for whatever human is surrounding us when I run into Ian for the first time, because that's just going to be loud. It's going to be loud. It's going to be me and Ian like, let's get active. It's going to be so loud. I can't wait. I'm very excited for that. Yeah, I got plenty of friends that I've played games with online that I've yet to meet in person. I know Hypnotic, one of our faithful viewers, is going to be there, and he'll probably hang out with us for a while. It's going to be a good time. So yeah, PAX U, Philly this weekend. So if you're there, come say hi. Let's take a selfie. You can put it on Instagram, tag me, and I'll be like, that was me. I'll repost it on my story. It'd be cool. It'd be fun. And then that's it for cons this year. I don't think I'm doing anything till PAX East. I think is in March again this year. So
Okay.
Cool. Anyway, timestamp. Not switching the scenes. Why'd you do that? I fat thumbed it, Tofr. It's fine. It's fine. I fat thumbed it. It's okay. It's fine. Everybody relax. It's okay. Anyway, where were we? Tofr! What's popping?
Danny, everything is okay.
Good.
I watched the release of all the Game Awards nominees.
Yep.
And I still do not like Jeff Keighley.
No. Okay, listen. Let's wrap because Jeff and I first name bases at this point. Going to Summer Game Fest and whatnot.
Of course.
What do I got to do to make you and my best friend Jeff best friends?
Make him like different things and be less. How should I put this? Make him more genuine.
Okay, so make him not him. Okay, I mean that's
Yeah.
That's asking a lot. That's tough.
It's a big ask. It's a big ask.
That's fair. I get it. Listen, sometimes people just aren't meant to like each other, and you know what? That's okay.
Exactly. It's fine.
Jeff, the thoughts of Tofr, Play Nice Kids, do not affect me. I would still like my invite to Summer Game Fest this summer. I would like to be there to play some games and hang out with, all the cool industry people. So if you're seeing this, just remember that was Tofr's thoughts. If you have any complaints, you can hit them up at playnicekids@gmail.com. I don't know if that's an actual email, but try it anyway.
Nope.
All right, cool. Then that's what you got. But yeah, speaking of Jeff, you already mentioned we did get the Game Award nominees yesterday as of recording. And we talked about doing this episode for a while, and honestly it's going to be very off the cuff and no real structure to it, but we're going to give it a shot. But the whole idea is we were going to go through the nominees for the Game Awards this year for each of the categories that make sense. Obviously like the esports ones won't really matter because I don't think there's any like indie esports really hanging out there, but we'll go through and just kind of replace the AAA ones with what indies kind of fall into this spot, or even if we can't find ones to replace everything because we didn't really go in prepped, just be like, yeah, I think this guy should be nominated, or this was a game that came out this year that I think should be considered for this, just to make sure that everyone's like, hey, remember indies exist, guys. Put them in the nominees, which when we get to Game of the Year, we'll have a conversation because we already know half the nominees / kind of 4 of them. We had this conversation in Discord yesterday. 4 of them are indie, sort of kind of in the weird gray area where 3 of them are indie and the one is but isn't. But anyway, again, we'll get there at the end. Now, chat, stick with me here, gang, because we got the website pulled up, and Tofr and I have already experienced it's a very slow website. It takes like 14 years to load stuff. So we're going to try. We're going to really try. Okay. So first off, best esports team. No, best content creator of the year. It's obviously us. Most anticipated game. Do you want to do most anticipated games? Oh my God. It's fucking forever, dude. It won't fucking load.
It's a trash website.
Oh, come on, Jeff. See, normally by now I would have done my voting video. I'm like, I go through and I vote. This is what I want to win the thing, and and like this is what I think could win, but I vote for this. And usually on the first day the website's always down, so I'll wait till tomorrow anyway. Still slow as shit.
It just does not load, and then all of a sudden, I opened the page and then I clicked on Game of the Year, and then it wouldn't load, so I went back a page, and then all of a sudden it loaded the Game of the Year page.
I did it earlier. I went to load something and it loaded up I think it was like the best multiplayer, and then I was like, that's not what I clicked on. How's this here?
Nope.
I mean, what you got going on tonight?
I'm eagerly anticipating a website loading.
Oh, dude, so that's not gonna happen.
Let's see. Can I open this quicker so we can go over them? Yes, we can.
Okay, damn. Tofr got that fiber internet, dude. If I refresh.
No, I think it works better if you open the pages in a new tab.
Okay. Well, can I fucking do anything? Game Awards. Oh my Lanta. Oh my God. Nominees in your tab.
I can go over them if you want me
it
to.
Might be the movie. Let's give it a shot. Let's do it.
Yeah.
What category were we on? What were we doing?
The most anticipated game
Yeah, there we go. I
Uh,
don't need too much visual for that. Go for
the
it.
nominees for that are 007 First Light, Marvel's Wolverine, Resident Evil Requiem, The Witcher 4, and then the game that obviously isn't going to win, Grand Theft Auto 6.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Real talk. I mean, of those, I'm excited for some. I mean, Wolverine will be fun, as well as
Yeah.
the first one you read. I was very excited, and then totally forgot what was on there.
007 First Light.
007, yes. Which I'm not a big James Bond person, but seeing that state of play, it's very Uncharted, and that itches for Danny very well. So
I get that. I'm very eager to see what The Witcher 4 will bring.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that'll be a fun one. But anyway, AAA, gross. I mean, technically, I think this is what I'm talking about. Weird gray area of, is it indie? Is it not? Like CD Projekt Red, Kojima not being owned by anybody, just having funding or whatever, blah blah blah. So technically, I think Witcher might fall under indie in that conversation, the same way we would like Larian, Baldur's Gate. But I digress.
Listen, if we're talking most anticipated game, and they're not including Slay the Spire 2, what are we doing?
Honestly, I get it. It's crazy work, you know, but it's fine. They're just being bad. They're not really thinking. Not really thinking about the good shit. They needed to give someone else a chance, and GTA wasn't going to win anywhere else. So, the Game Award nominees 2025.
Is it still not working for you?
Nope.
Jeez.
Let me see if Polygon, if they're formatted well. Let's do that. Yeah, let's do. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Polygon. You got a list for me, baby.
That's got to be much more useful.
Yeah, it's you know, it's not as visual as I would hope for, but since the Game Awards website won't load, I got to do something, I guess.
Yeah.
Also, I don't think it's in the same order though. Anyway, most anticipated. Hey, what's the new game you're looking forward to next year, Tofr?
Play the Spire 2.
That's fair.
I mean, there's plenty of games like Truckful.
Truckful, yeah.
But Slay the Spire is one that I was really hoping to get to play this year.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping that the extra time will give it that extra shine. But yeah, that's currently that's the big one for me.
Okay. Cool. I'm sitting here thinking, right, where I'm like, what is... Because indies are so... See in 2026, or will we? Like, will I see in 2029? Will I actually be out? I think right now the only one that I'm hanging on to that I'm fairly confident will actually be next year is going to be Mina the Hollower. Because that got delayed out of October. Assuming it got delayed into next year. It won't be December or anything. But yeah, I think Mina is my most anticipated indie at the moment. I'm sure there's something else I'm super jazzed for. Moonlighters this year. No word on Cuphead 2 or anything.
That's probably going to be next year.
Honestly, I believe it. 2026, we just get a shadow drop. Cuphead 2 available today. I'll lose my mind. I'll drop the world for Cuphead 2. Yeah, I think Mina. Mina looks great. I think from Yacht Club, the guys who made Shovel Knight. I'm a sucker for Shovel Knight. I think it'll be great to see how the game ends up working out. I'm not sure what the delay was for. I think it was just more polished, make sure the game's up to snuff. But yeah, Mina's going to be good.
Absolutely. I'm just scrolling through my Steam wish list.
Yeah.
To check what games I'm still looking forward to as well. There's Toem 2.
Oh,
which
yeah.
I'm pretty excited about as well.
That's going to be banger. I love playing that SGF. It was great to talk with the devs. When I did my interview with them, I was like, yo, where can we expect to play? Like, PC and consoles. I'm like, cool. Is that Switch 2? Like, PC and consoles. I'm like, got it. Nothing to announce. Understood. It's great because doing the interviews, I never want to gotcha somebody, but I'm also just like, oh, no answer? Not a problem. Not a problem. Okay.
I just found another one that I'm really hoping we see next year. Mixtape.
Yes. Yeah, I think that one was scheduled for this year, so I'm more confident we'll see that one next year. Yeah, I think that'll be a good one. I didn't get to play that one. I got to watch it at SGF because appointments, but... Sorry, to get that water, you know? Tasty, delicious, sugary water. Man, let me tell you, Tofr, fuck this website. I'm just trying to load on the other monitor just for the visual, because, you know, this isn't the most exciting thing. But, shout out to Polygon here. Really carrying.
It's just not working.
Yeah, it's just buffering, just spinning.
Not even the homepage.
Yeah. God, the Game Awards taking over this year, man. You just fucking won't slow down. Yeah, so this is some good most anticipated. I guess what's next on the website? Do you still have it up, or if not, we can just go up the Polygon list. But
next on the website is best adaptation. But that's not really.
Yeah, we were talking a little bit beforehand. We're like, oh, what's the best adaptation for any this year? I think we only had Dead Cells. It's the only thing that comes to mind. I don't think anything. A lot of things that announced, like Claire Obscure is getting a show or whatever, and I think we got that trailer for Fury. Not looking good. Not looking good.
No. Oh no.
So yeah, let's by unanimous decision. Dead Cells Immortalis, you got it. Best adaptation for an indie game this year. Let's go. I was double checking, like, was there something else? I'll be later. I'm like, oh my god, we got the Shovel Knight movie. I'm crazy. How could I ever think anyone?
Can you imagine the Shovel Knight movie?
Yeah. I'm sure it wouldn't be like amazing, you know. I mean, I'm sure it'll be amazing for me. I can't imagine what that looks like in. Well, I mean, we have fucking Indie Cross, which if they just do that, that'd be pretty cool. I'd be okay with it. Yeah.
The thing is, if they make a Shovel Knight movie, they'd probably cast Jack Black as the Shovel Knight.
Honestly, underused actor. They should cast him in more things. I need more Jack Black in my movies. Oh look, error, server error. The server encountered an error and could. I wonder how many times I can say error in this error. Cannot complete your request. Please try again in 30 seconds. I'll try again now.
Jesus.
Go figure when we go to fucking record the fucking podcast. We need the fucking website. The website says not to work. Whatever. Sorry,
See,
Jeff.
I blame Jeff.
Yeah, you can blame Jeff. Jeff, we'll have a conversation at SGF. Okay. Jeff, SGF, we got to talk about this website. What's going on here? Yeah, I don't know if you have any thoughts for best adaptation. There's not a whole lot to think. Well, as we get to like some more genre-based categories, there'll be more to say. But right now, it's kind of like, here's this, you know?
Yeah. Next up, we've got best multiplayer.
Best multiplayer. Ew. Let's do this, Danny. Let's do multiplayer. Why does it get so complicated? Oh my god. Okay, here we go. Best multiplayer. These guys got Arc Raiders, Battlefield, Elden Ring, Night Rain, Peak, and Split Fiction. And honestly, Peak and Split Fiction, 2 great picks. Definitely belong on there.
Yeah.
Immediately, any indie multiplayers you want to throw on there for nominees? Because I got one.
The thing is, I'd suggest Repo, but since that's still in early access, I don't know. I don't know how the Game Awards feel about early access. So.
Yeah, I'm thinking as I scroll through here, I don't think I see a lot. I don't think a lot of AAAs really do early access anyway. I think we have to look at like best indie, best debut indie. Did any of those?
I don't think there's any early access titles in there.
Blueprints, Hades, Silk Song, Absolute, yeah. Did I skip best debut? Best indie, best fighting. Is it debut? There it is. Types here, yeah. None that. I don't think Megabank. Oh, I also realized Megabank got nominated is really great. Good for them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think in a magical world where we get to choose whatever we want, you know, fuck it. Like, I'm cool with Rebo being nominated. I think as I'm looking at doing my like top 10 video for this year, I'm like, do I roll out this early access thing? Be like, fine, it's okay. We're fine. We'll deal with it. We'll talk about it. But that's a lot of thinking, a lot of decisions. But yeah, I'm cool with thinking Repo. I was thinking Rematch, which is one that you and I enjoyed earlier this year. That was a fun multiplayer game.
That in early access as well?
Is it? I thought it finally came out. I thot it was early access, then released on consoles.
Oh no, it's fully released.
Cool. Bet. There you have it. Yeah, Tofr, stop being wrong, dude. What are you doing?
I should have known because it's nominated in the best sports category.
Oh, it is. I was gonna say I thought it was nominated for something. Go. Yeah, I think Rematch was a great multiplayer game. I think it did kind of have its moment, got quiet. I don't think I've really heard anyone talk about it. Probably since we streamed it the one night. I know one of my viewers who plays. Honestly, we did. We were fucking wind out the sales like, oh, these guys play it? I don't even like this game anymore. Give me Seafood 2 already. But I think Rematch was a dope one. I think it was a fun turn on soccer, which I think I'm glad it's nominated for a sports game then. But yeah, best multiplayer. I'm trying to think what else like came out this year in the indie space. Because I'm like, oh, was that this year? I was like, Karma Zoo was last year or even the year before. I don't fucking remember.
I'm not really
It was still the
Can't
demo,
really
but
think of anything either.
sledding game was a fun one. But again, that's a demo, not the full game. So next year,
Yeah.
definitely talk about it. Yeah, I think Repo and Rematch are probably like some of the best contenders to think about adding there. I do need a new tab just to make sure I got all my shenaniganry over here. Dope. Let's see what's next on the website.
Best sports racing.
Best sports racing. I mean, so right here, the indie they got is Rematch. Let me see. I pulled my Steam library because I know Mike over at Carius gave me a review code for this racing game earlier this year that I thought was really cool. I just could not tell you for the life of me what it was called.
Was it like a card game or like a serious race game?
It was a serious race game. It was like a what the fuck was it? It was like a little spacey, almost F-Zero kind of guy.
Okay.
I don't know what it was called. I'm scrolling. Also looking for other sports game. Star Racer is what it was called.
Star Racer.
Star Racer is a cool looking one. I get to play a whole lot. I do the tutorial on a couple of the levels. But yeah, it's like a very...
Oh, that's very F-Zero-esque.
Yeah. Wipeout F-Zero. Gee, I wonder if... Is the internet down today? Is that what's up?
Oh, no.
Yeah, we're fine. Yeah, like I remember enjoying this one. I didn't get to play a whole lot as I was getting through because I got a tutorial, did a couple missions, and then I think I left for some event or some wedding or who knows what the fuck it was. But I think it's a cool one to consider. I think I would show the rest of my Steam library, but there might be some redacted, so it can't be too dangerous. Honestly, I mean...
there's one racing game that I would nominate. I only played the demo for this one.
Yeah.
But it's called Formula Legends.
Okay.
And it's basically a big tribute to the Formula One racing, where they made the Formula One cars like into tiny toy cars.
Oh, yes. I remember. Yeah, talk about this one.
Yeah. This is I mean I enjoyed the demo and I would like to put more time into it.
Yeah, this looks cute.
Time and stuff. But it's a celebration of the entire history of Formula One.
Yeah.
Made into a more arcadey game, which is a cool concept, I think.
I'm here for it. I like it. I think everyone could fight on whether fishing counts as a sport. But like desktop fishing, it's out there.
Yeah.
It's a game. Pick me, Coffee Talk. Yeah, not a whole lot of sports games in my repertoire.
Same.
So, shout out to Rematch and everything else we mentioned here. I saw the one that I played during Next Fest that wasn't out yet. It was that volleyball one that didn't give a tutorial, so I didn't know how to play. I'm like, this looks really cool, but I don't know what to do. Yeah, cool. Told you guys it'd be a very little organization of this, so stick with us. If you got good ideas, be sure to listen in the comments. But Bet, what's next on the website?
Best sim strategy.
Oh God, don't fucking give me a sim strategy category. Fucking. Hey, I did it over here. There we go. Best sim strategy. I mean, over here it looks like the Altars, I think, is the only
2 Point Museum, is that not indie?
Is that it might be. Hold on. I thought that was a square jaunt. But also
it's
kind of It's a what jaunt?
Sega,
okay. Yeah, we'll give him a little bit of heart there. Is it published by Sega? Because I don't know if the studio might still be
published,
indie,
yeah. The studio is 2 Point Studios, but the publisher is Sega.
Yeah, I don't think Sega owns them. Let's run it. We'll say then 2 Point Altars are the indies. And if they're not, wow, Sega. Why would you do that? That's 480 Studio. I'm trying to think here because there's some that I haven't gotten to play yet. But as we get to strategy, honestly, I think a lot of roguelikes fall into the strategy category, mainly because I put my my Steam library into the strategy category, and I'm seeing a bunch of my roguelikes. I'm like, oh buddy, what's on there? Because pick your Balatro and go with it. Clover Pit's on here. Slots and Daggers is on here. Creepy Redneck Dinosaur Mansion 1 re-raptored. Creepy Redneck Dinosaur Mansion 3. No Creepy Redneck Dinosaur Mansion 2. We don't talk about that one. Monster Train. You know, if we're getting like, I think strategy gets a little loosey goosey here, but yeah, I think like those are ones that I'm thinking about.
Mm-hmm.
Aether
I'm mostly
Masters Early
thinking
Access,
about
but
the roguelike deck builders.
yeah,
Those are strategy games, right?
yeah, totally. My
So
card is
yeah,
better than your
Monster
card.
Train 2. My card is better than your card, absolutely. But that's
Um,
an early access one again.
oh, is it? I had no idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, even here though, like Fretless comes up as a strategy game, which it kind of is. But I think that this is where we're getting loosey goosey with the like. Hold on, I think you're breaking the rules. Yeah, well, welcome to the show. What we do. Star Vader's another good one. I really enjoyed that one earlier this year.
Yep.
I forget if was that early access.
I don't think so.
No, yeah, it looks like it's out. I remember they emailed me like 50 times after, like, would you like a key? I'm like, you guys gave me a key. I've already played or reviewed the game. I tagged you in it on social media, and you're like, thank you. So you know I played the game. Thank you. The game is fun. I have Wingspan. I don't know if that one comes up as indie, but Wingspan was a cool one.
That's true.
Yeah.
Did that come out yet this year?
I thought so. I at least got a key for it this year. Nope, that was 2020. So they gave me a key this year, and I thought it was new. Never mind.
Okay.
It's fine. It's fine. But Flamecraft, though, they're working on that one. Very excited for that. Whenever that decides to come out. We played the actual board game of that one. You like roam around the town as little dragons.
Mm-hmm.
Look at his bad. Look at his cute little bitch. Look at his. How do I do the new Steam thing? Here we go. And you get like resources, and the blue dragons have diamonds, and the green dragons have plants, the gold ones have gold, and they have different strats. It's so cute. Alright, sorry,
And then
Steam's
it's loading.
fucking working. It's fucking whatever. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Any other strategy games you're thinking of? Any other sim games you're thinking of?
Maybe Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Tactical Takedown.
That's a good one. That is a good one.
Yeah. That's one that I enjoyed a lot.
Yeah. I'm not for that. Honestly, give it to Ninja Turtles. They got it. I want to say the Altars. I really enjoyed what I got to play of it. I remember the little AIMS slip up they had for a while, and I forget what really came out of that. But I mean, looking at this category, I'm assuming he's going to Final Fantasy, but actually, it might be Civ. People like Civ.
People do like Civ.
Yeah. Sweet. What's the next category?
Best Family.
Oh my god, this category. The one where we just nominate the Nintendo shit.
Basically.
Yeah. This is a tough one. I feel like
it does have fiction.
It does have Split Fiction, which as I was looking at this, I was like Split Fiction or Lego Party are kind of the ones I'm leaning for, just for the actual nominees. But I'm trying to think what like family indie games came out this year, because a lot of them are like the single player or the roguelike. So I don't know. There's a lot of great top of mind nominees for this one.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of something, but
Yeah.
maybe Kabuto Park.
Yeah. Okay. That's a cute one.
That is a cute one. And my card is better than your card would then count as well.
Totally. I like Tiny Aquarium was one that came out. Less a family game. That's more of like an idle game, but like cute little fish game where you just feed fish in a fish tank.
What about Tempopo?
Tempopo is a good one. I'm trying to find like those couch co-op kind of ones, and like I look at Ra Ra Boom.
Okay.
Not saying that Tempopo is not that. I think could you do co-op at Tempopo? Was that an option?
I don't think so. No.
I know if they had like the Mario Galaxy, one of you plays the thing and the other one plays the cursor or some crazy shit. I mean, another one that's cute. Just is this seat taken? I think falls into that cute little kind of vibe.
Yep.
Honestly, I feel like at this point, we're really dodging the idea of the category. But if we're doing family games, I was just thinking any of the friend slops, like co-op horror kaiju. What was it called? Co-op kaiju horror cooking is one that we can consider in there. If we're early access out the window, the repos. Yeah, I think those are good
Peak
nominees.
should be there as well.
Which one?
Peak.
Peak. Yep, Peak. Honestly, Peak's out, so Peak's probably honestly the best family game on here. Again, not that I think most people play it with their family. I'm sure there's the case where like dad and his two kids on their PCs are playing. Like that sounds like a blast. But like I play with Mal, I play with Connor, and Chris. You know, I don't think I ever got to play with Wes, but yeah, I think honestly, Peak I think should be on here. I'd say Peak would be the winner.
Yeah.
Bet. Simple and easy. What's next? What else we got?
I don't know if we can do the next one. It's best fighting, but
Let me tell you, man. When I tell you about the fighting games that came out this year, I'm sure there's some.
do you have any fighting games?
I don't know. I'm gonna check. I think it's early access. It's not. It's not. It came out last year. Fuck. Rivals of Ether 2 is the only one that immediately came to mind.
Okay.
But yeah, that's really all I'm thinking of right now.
Yeah, but if you look at the actual nominees, it's pretty slim pickings. It's like Street Fighter collection, Mortal Kombat collection.
Yeah. I did look at the fact they were collections, and I didn't call it the Capcom one, but like while I was watching the little thing, I was like, isn't the Mortal Kombat Legacy one just all the old Mortal Kombats? Like, not that.
Yep.
Like, I think we've kind of ducked it for now until like something important happens again. But the whole like, does a remake count for Game of the Year kind of deal? We had like Resident Evil 2 nominated and whatever. Mm-hmm. And I sit here look at these like, yeah, not a lot of fighting games, huh? So, 2XKO looks fun. I'm not a big League of Legends guy, but it looks like people are gonna dig that one.
Okay.
I cannot for life of me think of any other fighting games that came out this year, especially on the indie side.
Me neither.
So, Rivals of Ether, congratulations. You win. You're the only one that came out this year. Even though you came out last year. But it's okay. Bet we got after fighting game.
Best RPG.
RPG. Now listen, here we go, baby. Now we're talking. First off, Claire Obscure already wins. Claire Obscure is the winner, but if we do...
Is it,
RPG,
though?
Yeah.
Is it, though?
Yeah.
Because we got Citizen Sleeper 2 this year.
What's that?
Oh my god.
Got
It's the best RPG of the year.
Yeah, maybe, but also I guess because Claire Obscure is more of an experience, is a lifestyle change as opposed to just a game like Citizen Sleeper. But no, I get it.
Listen,
that's fair.
And like since the indie game awards nominees got mentioned,
mm-hmm.
There's been a lot of debate whether Claire Obscure is actually an indie.
Yeah,
I've seen many articles being posted about this. So if we're going purely indie, then we can't nominate Claire Obscure. Then we have to give it to Citizen Sleeper.
I don't agree with this. I don't agree with this. Nobody. Sandfall is independent. Nobody owns them. They're fine. This isn't a Dave the Diver thing, where Dave the Diver's actually not indie and looks indie. Claire Obscure is indie. Fight me.
Yeah, but it's not got that indie budget.
Ooh.
Or indie small team or
now we're always grasping at straws to see which one. This is what is convenient for me to say it's indie. This is what convenient to say it's not indie. You let Claire Obscure be the indie winner. Fucking bullshit. If one of our favorite rich people on the earth, Elon Musk, said, hey, here's $40 million, go make a game that I like. I won't want to buy your company. I just want you to make a game. Like, okay, cool. We could do that. Still indie. Just Elon said, I wanted to put money somewhere. Make a game that I'm good at. Something that's not Fortnite or whatever the fucking game was he had to uninstall because he was bad at it. I don't know. Whatever it is.
I'm here to help.
What
can I assist you with today?
I wasn't talking to you. What do you want from me? What do you want from me?
I'm here to help.
What do you want from me?
How can I assist you today?
You can't assist me. I can't be helped because Tofr's trying to fight me on Claire Obscure. I can't be assisted. I'm like looking at my Steam library.
Obviously, Claire Obscure wins this one.
Yeah, I think Claire's good. But yeah, I think Citizen Sleeper's a good one to talk about nominating. That wasn't on here. Actually, it's not nominated for anything, is it?
Nope.
Crazy work. Damn.
They shouldn't have released it in January.
Yeah, really early. I'm like going through. It's the weird thing where like RPG, right, is so 10, 15 years ago, RPG had an image like this, what an RPG looks like. And now RPG is, am I playing the role of a character? So it's very loose. And as I'm looking through like my library from this year, right? Like Die in the Dungeon comes up, which is early access. Keep Driving is an RPG.
That's a really good one.
Yeah. Eternal Strands is an RPG. What else is coming up in here? Lost in Random. Fretless is one that I would actually be like, yeah, Fretless I think is a good nominee for that.
This is a really good one, yeah.
Let me see. Consume Me comes up as a
Consume Me?
Yeah, it's an RPG.
As an RPG?
Yeah.
Okay.
But, genres, man. Genres are weird. Hard to define. But Ball Pit, Hades 2, Godbreakers come up as RPGs.
Really?
Yeah. So, yeah, genres. I would probably say Fretless and Citizen Sleep are definitely ones that should be nominated here. I think they do the thing where they fight against Clair Obscur for the winner, but,
But Clair Obscur just parries them and goes for victory.
You get it. You get what you do in the game. Yeah. Hell yeah. You beat it yet?
I haven't played it yet. I'm hoping when I have time off, like the next 2 weeks, to play it then.
Fingers crossed. We hope.
Yeah.
Tisk. Cool.
I need to find the time.
Sweet.
It's not like Clair Obscur is one of those games that I don't want to be playing like for 1 hour and then the next day for another hour.
Yeah.
I want to like invest like a day to just play Clair Obscur.
Yeah. House it. I get it. I see it. I understand. Message received. Listen, I hope you enjoy it when you get to it.
I hope so too.
Let's see. What's after Best RPG? What else we got in the Game Awards?
Best Action Adventure.
Oh, dude. Why does this shit not work?
Clair Obscur.
Honestly? Yeah.
Probably.
Action Action Adventure.
It's not even nominated?
Yeah, Clair Obscur, yeah. That probably comes up as Best not Best Action. No, not either. Yeah, well,
Best RPG, I guess.
I guess. Yeah, probably just Best RPG, and then I think Direction, Game of the Year. I think it's nominated for a few things, but I think it's for soundtrack. Definitely for voice acting. It was nominated like 4 times. Best Action. I mean, Possessors is up there, which is brand spanking new, and I'm still like very fresh into it, so hard to say for sure. I feel like Hades 2 would be a good one to put in there.
It's really weird that it's not there.
Yeah. But then, like, see, action adventure is weird because, like, Hades 2 comes up for action, but not action adventure, so I don't know what differentiates these two categories. I'd look at the website to see what the formal definition is, but unfortunately the website doesn't load.
Let's see if I can find it. Hang on.
It's early access, but, like, Stick It to the Stickman's a fun one. Absalom, however people are pronouncing it, is a good one. I think that would be a good action, if not action adventure game. I think it was nominated for Best Debut Indie or something like that.
I think so, yeah. I was surprised by that one.
Looking through, like, Glum was a fun one. It was a first-person, like, Doom shooter kind of deal.
Ooh.
If it'll load, that is.
Yeah, Nothing is loading today.
Nope,
Nothing
at all. Cassiopeia. Yeah, this one looks cool. Gonna be a fun action one to talk about.
I haven't played any action adventure games, so I can't.
No one would. Action is lame. Like cozy games. I think it's good. Absalom, which I think is a good pick. I think whatever differentiates Hades, I'd probably say Possessors is one to talk about. I think it's post nomination time, but we're in a fantasy world where we're changing nominees that have nothing to do with us. You know what I mean? So it's fine. It's good.
Oh no, hang on.
Hanging on.
I got a definition for best action game.
Guys, we're here.
It's for the best game in the action genre focused primarily on combat.
Okay. Did differentiate for action adventure?
Let me see, because that page is not loading.
God. I mean, Katanats, which I've barely touched. I want to. We talked about last week about games still got to play, but like that might be going for action. Again, early access, but stick it to the stick, man. Whisper Mountain Outbreak is probably a great one. I think it's a great action game.
Yeah.
Fun roguelike-y kind of deal.
Wasn't there one that you played back in January that was...
Yeah, Eternal Strands would be a good action one. This is the part weird. Like my January doesn't show up. I'm looking just at my Steam library, and I was like, wait, let me scroll through, and it just goes from February to 2024. And I realized that when you asked, I'm like, yeah, where is Eternal Strands?
That's weird.
Didn't show my January for some reason. It's fine. He's okay. Let me tell you, the way I'm overstimulated with this one, where I have library over here, this over here. I'm like, scroll here, search this. I'm like, oh, I got a lot of shit in this website. All because Jeff couldn't make the website work.
Yep.
Damn it, Jeff. And I can't even know what a best action adventure game is. Polygon, why couldn't you give it to me? You gave me everything else.
Yeah, the website is not working.
Oh, well. Happens to the best of us. Oh, no! Unresponsive, the Game Awards website. I'm glad I found out now. Brother! Ah!
Oh, no.
The Game Awards is broken by computer. God damn it. God damn it. Game Award nominees. Back to Polygon. Okay. What's after that? I think we covered both action and action adventure there in a good little conglomerate.
We've got best VR and AR, but that's not really...
the one I can think of is Midnight Walk, and that's nominated. So
yeah. Then best mobile game. Don't think that's anything we can comment on.
A lot of the indies that we got on mobile are also just like, oh look, it's finally been ported. Cool.
Yeah. Then we move on to best debut indie game.
Ooh, baby. Oh, yeah, that we just look at straight up, baby. Let me see here. Debut. The debut. I want F11. I want to go back to this scene. Switch it up. Yeah, best debut being Blueprints, Clear Obscure Expedition 33, Despelote, Dispatch, and Megabonk. I'm honestly so excited that Dispatch is nominated. I wish it was nominated for more. I hate that it came out right before Game of the Year time and it happened to swing in here. So well deserved. I fucking love this game. I can't wait to talk about episodes 7 and 8 in a little bit.
I was surprised to see Despelote in there.
Honestly, kind of.
I've heard a lot of good things, but
yeah.
I would have thought one of the bigger indies of the year would have made it onto this.
Yeah.
But it's really cool to see.
Totally. I think what gets tough with debut indie is even us who focus on indies every year, is this our first game? Or I won't even think oh, is it the first time we're coming? Or is it, oh, the team behind blank? Dispatch is a weird one of it's the team behind the Telltale stuff that are independent doing their own thing now. So it's oh yeah, this is their first game as ad hoc and everything. So it is a weird spot, but also cool. I like it. Despelote, I'm sure I could find something else that I would nominate over Despelote. But no, like I said, I'm glad it's nominated as well. I think there's a tough category where Claire Obscura is sitting right there. So what do you vote for? If I was to go down priority, I would probably go Claire, Dispatch, Blueprints, Megabonk, Despelote. But I think any winner here I'm happy with. But I expect it to be Claire, if not Dispatch.
It would be weird to see Claire not win this.
Yeah.
Seeing how many nominations they have across the board.
Yeah.
It would be really weird not to see them win this.
Yeah. I think what's weird with it is the way, as people who are on the court for the Indie Game Awards who run themselves very differently, I think the Indie Game Awards does try to make sure everyone's nominated on separate things instead of oh, this guy's nominated for every single category, so it's a little bit different. But for the Game Awards, when the outlets vote, it's oh, let's nominate this game. It belongs here, 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 and here. But also, oh, but I did vote for it here, so if it wins this, it could win this. Best RPG, oh, Claire Obscura, it could be nominated, but we should give this one to Blueprints because the other place is going to win, and the weird meta game of voting for the Game Awards. I think, what do I think? I think if anything, if Claire Obscura doesn't just win this, I could see it going to Dispatch and Blueprints to be oh yeah, so the one other place they're nominated, they could win, So.
Yeah.
but I do expect Claire.
The page for action adventure loaded,
Oh my god!
so I can tell you what that's about.
Please.
For the best action adventure game combining combat with traversal and puzzle solving.
Okay, so it is okay. Got it. Understood.
Yeah.
We're differentiation, but it's fine. It's okay. It's all right.
Yeah.
Cool. So then, yeah, I guess. Okay, that makes sense. So Silk Song for that one, Hades for the other. Okay, that's fine. That makes sense.
Yeah.
I'll take it. I assume those will be the winners. We'll get Hades for action and then Silk Song for action adventure. But I'll take the indie wins. Any thoughts for debut indie?
No.
Cool.
It's pretty obvious to me who will be winning.
Yeah.
Or who should be winning.
Despelote.
Exactly.
What's next? Did it go right to indie?
The next one is best independent game.
Oh my god, independent. Absalom, Ball Pit, Blueprints, Claire Obscure, Hades 2, and Silk Song. Another spot where, like, honestly, for the most part, this is what I was looking at for Game of the Year, with Silk Song, Hades, Claire Obscure, Blueprints, and then Ball Pit and Absalom being the unique ones. I'm glad Ball Pit's here. I don't think it wins, but Ball Pit's amazing. Ball Pit's super fun.
It's cool to see it get a shout out.
Yeah. And Absalom looks great, but I haven't got a chance to play it. Either my appointments were full, so I couldn't, and I just haven't picked up the game yet. Another one where I feel like it's easy to assume it goes to Claire Obscure. And
I don't know.
Right, but also, does this go to somebody else because they're not going to win anywhere else? And personally,
I don't know.
I would say Hades over Silk Song. Or, if those two happen to cannibalize each other, it's Blueprints.
That would be cool.
Yeah, so it's very hard to guess now what is happening.
The thing is, people are going to vote for these awards, and seeing the hype for Silk Song compared to the other games, this one might be going to Silk Song.
I'd be okay with it. I would allow it. I would permit such a choice. Obviously, I want to see Claire walk away with everything it's nominated for. I think it's well deserved. I'd love to see them walk out with a fucking pickup truck to be like, we got to take our trophies back to the office. See you guys. But yeah, I do also want to see, of the four, I want to see Hades, I want to see Silk Song, I want to see Claire, and I want to see Blueprints walk away with something. If this is the only spot it's nominated, I wouldn't be upset if it was Ball Pit, but I don't see that being the case. So
it's quite an uphill battle.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't think I'd be mad with any being Absalom, the only one that I haven't touched. I think it would be not disappointing. I'm like, oh, cool, good for them. But yeah, I don't think I would be upset with anybody winning this.
Just want to check quickly what the review score on Steam is for Absalom.
It's got to be
very positive.
Okay,
2,000 reviews. That's not that much.
Hell yeah! Listen, we'll get him there. Hopefully, it was such a quiet. Okay, sorry, I got a text about a car payment that looked like it was negative. Like, it's a weird, like, Danny, N dot ding ding dang dang. Like, oh, something broke. Like, we got your payment. Like, okay, cool. You never text me about this. That's weird.
Okay.
I thought I was getting in trouble for not making a car payment. I'm like, okay, I paid it. Yeah, I'm hoping to get to that one. It was going to be on my list of, like, before end of the year. I just don't see it happening. I'm just EP. You know how it be.
That yawn.
Yeah, you know.
How about we move on to the next category?
Yeah.
Do we do best community support? Do we really?
Honestly, I said this watching it. I think it's Aggro Crab with Peak. So,
okay.
I think Aggro Crab's social media presence is great.
That's true.
I don't know if I'm sure there's others, but immediately that's the first one I think. So the fact that they weren't nominated was weird, and I think in a world where we got to pick, they should win.
That's true.
I don't know if you have any other suggestions or ideas. Yeah, cool.
I like the way that the repo devs have been communicating as well.
Okay.
But yeah, basically, the Friends Love games.
They kind of kill it.
There's just this really cool back and forth between devs and players with these games.
Yeah.
So any of them could be nominated, really.
Yeah, like I loved it just because Aggro Crab. I love when they did it for Another Crab's Treasure, where the whole vibe was just like, okay, cool. We did this, we did that, we did this, we did that. Did another indie dev make a tweet today? Let's make fun of it. Did someone important make a tweet today? Let's make fun of it about the crab, right? Like, I think it did a good job of just being topical, so that was very fun. Yeah, so I'll always think of that when we think social media or community support. I immediately jump to them. So,
okay,
yeah. Bet.
Right.
We got after that guy.
The next category is best ongoing game.
Oh, see, it's a tough one for indies because most of the time they're not ongoing.
Yeah.
Look at my good friend Fortnite though. Let's go. I would say Brave for Helldivers.
Sky basically is an indie.
Yeah, I'd say No Man's Sky and Helldivers are the indie reps here.
Yeah.
I think, is there any other ongoing ones that I'm like thinking of? I guess none of the friend slaps I think came out last year that are still thriving.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
Maybe Lethal Company, but I haven't seen anyone play that for like an eternity now.
Yeah, I think Lethal Company was the walk so others could run, and everyone's playing the one that's sprinting to the end. So,
yeah.
But another case of like, I think that one's still in like, early access. So I don't know if it's, like I don't know what that looks like for the full release. Because again, these friend slaps are all in early access. I'm like, when is your game done? Yeah, early access, no date on it. So they have an update in October. They had one. It looks like it was just a patch. May was their last update for Lethal Company. So yeah, version 70 though. So push it in there.
Interesting.
Yeah. Just give it to No Man's Sky. Give it to him again.
Yeah. Although Cult of the Lamb is getting another update. That could be seen as an ongoing
Oh, you're
game.
right. It is. It's right. I forgot all about that one. I was thinking like the co-op stuff, but they had that winter. Yeah. Honestly, never mind. Give it Cult of the Lamb. I'm just kidding. That one doesn't have. I think the content's out yet. It's still coming soon. Yeah. Woolhaven. I forgot all about that.
Yeah.
All right. Cult of the Lamb. Best ongoing game.
There we go.
Let's go. That's my wish list. Sweet. All right. We got after best ongoing.
Games for Impact.
Okay. This one usually is pretty indie heavy regardless. So, Consume Me, Despelote, Lost Records, South of Midnight, Wander Stop. Yeah, outside of South of Midnight, all indies. Because that is Don't Nod, correct? Or no?
Lost Records is Don't Nod.
Don't Nod, right? I don't know if it's Deck 9 or Don't Nod. Life is Strange is Deck 9 now. And so, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I mean, of these, I'm glad to see Wander Stop. I'm glad to see Lost Records. I'm glad to see Consume Me. Again, haven't played Despelote, so I know what it's about, but I don't know what it's about.
Yeah, for me, it's a race between Consume Me and Wander Stop.
Exactly, 100%. Exactly where I'm at. I would see... Yikes. I don't know what to think for this one. I feel like Consume Me is fresh in my mind, but I definitely remember having like really high thoughts on Wander Stop and being in love with that one and having those conversations about burnout and everything. I would like to swing for Wander Stop on this one.
Yeah, but I think Consume Me might have a better chance just because while the impact of Wander Stop is undeniable, it hasn't landed as a game with everyone.
Yeah.
People were like questioning like what is the game exactly, and Consume Me on the other hand manages to gamify everything so perfectly.
That's true.
So I wonder if that's gonna have an impact on this.
Okay. I think it could be interesting where I think neither are huge titles and like you asked Danny like 10 years ago watching the Game Awards and they're like games for impact. I'm like, I don't know what any of these are. Probably South of Midnight would be the only one I would know, right? Also the fact that 10 years ago none of these games would have existed. But like I remember looking at this category and always seeing like titles like I don't know what this one is. I don't know what this is. Like I don't know why I want to say Sayonara Wild Hearts was nominated for this at one point, but that doesn't sound right. But yeah, seeing the more obscure story heavy ones, like, oh my God, the fact that And Roger isn't nominated is wild. And Roger was a great one. That should be nominated here. I would vote for that. Damn. And
Don't
Roger.
need to get around to playing that one.
Yeah, it was great. It's like a couple hours, if even that, maybe an hour. It's very short.
Okay.
Could just knock it out. Like I think I played it at like 2 a.m. I'm like, I'm not ready for bed. Knocked it out. Cried myself to sleep. Then I was like, oh man, that's sad. Yeah, interesting. I do think. Yeah, I feel like if I'm really looking at it, I think because Lost Records is Life is Strange, I see it just being a name recognition. Let's take that one. But I would hope Wander Stopper Consume Me would take it.
Yeah. I think if the Berlin apartment had released a bit earlier in the year, that one might have been up for this award as well.
Definitely.
We'll talk about that game in a minute.
Yeah, we will.
It really would fit the category.
Bet. Here for that. Yeah. Listen, Game for Impact is great, and I'm sure there's more. Like I the other year, I totally would have swung for In Stars in Time to be here. I forget if it was or not, but totally should have been. Let's see. What else we got here, category wise?
Let's see. Innovation and accessibility.
This was always tough because I rarely need the accessibility options, so I never really track them.
Same.
No.
Even though, like on when we do reviews on so many games.co.uk, we add the accessibility options at the bottom of our reviews.
That's lit.
So I should know more about these, but I completely forget.
Yeah.
Just because I don't use these options.
Did they not post the nominees for this one?
That's weird.
Okay. Can you see the nominees, or is it not loaded?
I can do that.
Yeah.
The nominees are Assassin's Creed Shadows, Atomfall, Doom: The Dark Ages, EA Sports FC 26, and South of Midnight.
I have no idea what any of them do for accessibility. One might sound really cool. I have no idea. However, South of Midnight is the closest to an indie darling, so I'm gonna give it to South of Midnight. Yeah, I don't have one this year that I could scream. Like I remember the year we had Forza, I think it was Forza Horizon 3 added like ASL. Yeah, not the Ice Bucket Challenge. American Sign Language like interpretation, which looks goofy to someone who doesn't need it, but when there's text at the bottom of the screen and there's just someone in the corner doing, hand size and everything, like that's really cool. I like that exists, and that was an instant winner for me. So yeah, I'm glad that one existed. So yeah, I'll go South of Midnight because I'm ignorant to this one, but I don't have another one to be like, dude, it should totally be this game because they did this year. Me too. Oh no, did you freeze on me, Tofr? Tofr, no. Hey, welcome back. I was just like, yeah, this is what
The internet is not our friend today.
I was like, this is what I think about accessibility. Tofr? No. That's crazy work. It seemed like you had some real distaste for accessibility. It's fine.
No, I was saying that I should pay more attention to it.
Yeah, definitely. I think it's something to note. I'd never think to, with so many games and trying to find the time to do all this stuff. Yeah, I get it. Mm-hmm. Sweet. What is after accessibility?
Best performance.
Oh, bad. I mean, honestly, didn't have these either. No, hold on. Oh,
that could
there we
be.
Go. Best performance. Okay.
There we go.
Of these, 3 of them are from an indie game. They're all Claire Obscure. I shouted from the rooftops for Ben Starr, but I'll take any of them honestly. Mm-hmm. I'm trying to think of an indie that had like voice acting shit that I would be like, yes, this one. I mean, honestly, the Cash from Eternal Strands, I couldn't tell you names of voice actors or anything, but I enjoyed listening to them. Having dialogue, I think, was 90% voiced over, was very beneficial, because when it's just text in an RPG, I tend to just kind of spam X to move forward. Yeah, I think Eternal Strands is another one to consider for performance. I'll always swing for a Monster Prom, because I think, even though they're not fully voiced, I think those characters come to life when you get the, like, yeah!
Yeah. I can imagine you'd like to see some nominations for people from Date Everything.
Yeah, 100%. I was like looking to date everything. That'd be a banger. I would think. I'm trying to think. I think Ray Chase did Lyric, who I was a big fan of. I think it's my favorite like male presenting character in that game. And then, obviously Sophia, loved her. Dasha, Winifred, was a very like helpful poly influence when it came to playing that game. So I very much enjoyed that. Yeah, I think there's some bangers. I think there's some good ones.
I'd like to nominate people from Dispatch as well.
Oh yeah, totally, 100%.
No one in particular, but I think the cast really brings it to life perfectly. All of them.
Oh man, I feel like I want to. Me and my buddy Zach have been talking a lot about Aaron Paul, and as someone who's only seen Aaron Paul in Breaking Bad, and now Robert Robertson in Dispatch, like I very much enjoy his portrayal. I think it is very monotone, but there's so much life to it, which I really dig.
It's really understated.
Yeah, but obviously I'll give Laura Bailey her flowers every day. I forget the name of the lady who plays Blonde Blazer.
I think isn't that Laura Bailey?
No, Laura was supposed to be Blonde Blazer, but then became Invisigal.
Right.
Yeah, so Blonde Blazer is, I cannot think of her name, and I just keep wanting to see Jennifer English. I know that's fucking Mael. Maybe
Blonde Blazer is Erin Yvette.
Erin Yvette, yes. Yeah, honestly, any of them would be great. I'll take Moist Critical for Sonar, like any day. Alana for Malevola, yeah. I think whoever played Royd was great. I enjoyed Royd a lot. We gotta get through this so we can talk about Dispatch. How many more categories we got?
Only a couple.
Right.
We still have 6 more to go.
Bet we got it. Yeah, I think Dispatch, I think Date Everything, and I think Monster Con are good examples to pull from for best performance as well. But yeah, I think Claire Obscure's got a front runner on this one for anyone.
Give that man Ben Starr a recognition, damn it.
That's right, it's me, Ben Starr. I have to. I don't know if you saw. I think he put it on Twitter, but it was also on Blue Sky, where he just put nominated again, and from Final Fantasy 16 when they just like flashbanged his face, and he's just like looking forward. He just put that picture. He's just like, I've been nominated again. It's me, Ben Starr. Actually, is he gonna be? Is he on PAX Unplugged? He might be. Maybe we'll get drinks.
Ooh. I think he did a calendar.
Yes, for Balatro. Yeah, for
Balatro.
An Extra Life thing. Yeah. Yeah, buddy. I love Ben Starr. He's such a dude. He's such a guy. Love him.
He sure is.
Sweet. All right, we got after performance.
Next up, we've got Best Audio Design.
Ooh, oh God. Claire Obscure, only one. I am gonna struggle with this one because I guarantee there'll be games that I'm like, oh, I heard this thing that sounded really good. And unfortunately, the only thing that is ringing in my head right now is in Marvel Rivals, the Psylocke skin, where she's like a driver. Whenever she reloads, it does like this like a Transformers kind of noise. I'm like, ooh, that itch is good.
Okay.
Fuck. What else? You got anything you can think of for sound? I mean, Inkshade's a good one. That had a lot of good like toy and wooden like piece moving around sound effects I really enjoyed.
Yeah, no, there's no game that springs to mind for me that I remember being like, oh, this sounds good.
Yeah.
I mean, all of the games that I played sounded good.
Totally. Spray paint sim.
Some of them had like maybe not the best voice acting.
Sure.
But that's like the only audio thing that I can think of that I can be critical of.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I guess spray paint sim for the simplicity of spray paint. I saw when we get to visual style, art style, whatever I think I would like to talk about. But other than that, I think those are probably the ones I would think of. I said spray paint sim and fucking Inkshade are probably 2 good ones. Inkshade might be early access, I forget.
I'd probably shout out the Friendslop games here as well, just for the proximity chat.
That's true, yeah. Run with it, baby.
That adds so much to the games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sick. Alrighty, what we got next?
Next up, we have Best score and music.
Clair Obscur. Done. Next question. God, another one where I'm like, I'm sure there's something I could sit here and I'll start humming. I'm like, oh yeah, that was from that song, the game I played this year. Great. Hades, Silk Song, and Clair Obscur are nominated, so I don't even have to mention them. You're a bigger music guy than I am.
I would once again bring up Citizen Sleeper 2.
Yeah, I was about to say if that was one that was in the running.
Because the music for for the first game was incredible.
Yeah.
And then they managed to somehow, the composer managed to like create music that felt similar but never felt repetitive.
Okay.
To what the first game did.
Yeah.
And I think that's just a really brilliant thing to be able to do.
Hell yeah.
Like you're immediately through the music, you know that you are in the same universe, even though you're playing as a different character. You're meeting different characters than in the first game. But yeah, it's quite an achievement for me, so I had to give that one a shout out.
Okay, that's about. I like that one because now I'm thinking about Fretless, which is the game I didn't get a chance to finish. But the music in that, I remember seeing the ads like, we've got feature artists like this dude and that guy and this dude and this guy. And I'm like, I don't know who any of them are, but cool. But I remember just getting very dancey in the combat because it is like that Paper Mario, do the inputs as the attacks are about to happen, so you do the max amount of damage. And everyone has like its own little audio cue depending which instrument you're using. So there'll be like the ding-a-ling-a-ling, bam, ding-a-ling-a-ling, bam. So you get in this rhythm of feeling when the song's going to hit and when the notes are supposed to hit, but it also plays so well with the backing track of the actual combat. So like I think Fretless is definitely one to talk about there too.
Yeah.
Good picks. Agreed. Good picks. Yeah, that'll be a good one. That'll be a good TikTok right there. I remember to get that one. I was trying to say I didn't have replay buffer on, so I couldn't just clip it, but it's fine. I'll get it. Dope. Alrighty, what else we got?
We're almost there. We've got best art direction next.
Best art direction. Well, no, it's fine. Website. I didn't want to find the thing I'm looking for. What do you mean? Art direction? No. There we go. Cool. This is always a weird category that I enjoy, but I feel like in a year, one of the things I not frown upon, I guess, but when we do best art direction, I think there's like visual style, like, oh, something looks hyper realistic. That's great. But I never find that quite like an art direction. I think there's like a stylistic thing to it, right? Like when The Artful Escape came out, when Cuphead came out, when games like that come out and there's a style to them that makes them stand out from like, oh, Ghost of Tsushima or Ghost of Yotai and Death Stranding both look super realistic, but I don't necessarily give that an art style thing, you know? I guess you can argue Kojima has a weird style, so maybe. But like, I think I swing in that direction. Clair Obscur I give a little bit more with the obscurity of the monsters and stuff, but still like hyper realism. So I'd swing for Hades or Silk Song in this case. But I think Desktop Survivor is a great one from earlier this year. That's a Vampire Survivor game where you're playing on like a 1980s like Windows computer. And everything, the menus and everything are styled like that.
Nice.
I adored this game. We saw it at PAX East, and like all of us left like, oh, this game rocks, dude. Like it just looks like a Windows computer, but all the weapons are like word art and Minesweeper, and like the pop-up windows. This was awesome. I think if we're talking visual style, this is probably one that stands out to me the most. It isn't the most inventive because it is quite literally just Windows operating system, but I think it fits the part. It makes it feel like you're on a retro PC, and now I'm like, oh, this might be a fun one to kind of get back into and just kind of mindlessly dive into soon. I think Desktop Survivor it should be a front runner for visual style.
Yeah, I get that. I'd nominate Dispatch again.
Totally, I like it.
Just because I think that the animation is just so smooth and looks so gorgeous. And especially with the direction as well. When you look at the fight scenes, they're directed so well. Everything, like you always know what's happening, even when everything's incredibly chaotic. I just think that the whole visual identity of that game is really cool.
Yeah, totally. I love it. I love it. Dispatch is great. I'm excited. I'm thinking now I want to try and set up the game of the year one for like a TikTok. Like we dropped these three, we put 3 indies in there. Which ones we picking? And I know at least 2 of the ones I want to swing for in that and see what we do. But Yeah, I like those choices. I think Dispatch is another one where I think I like the visual style because it's the very comic booky, like what Telltale is kind of known for, but in a fresh, clean, this looks like it doesn't have the pain points of a Telltale game. Those, like,
Yeah,
I'll always
yeah.
think there's a dude on TikTok, I wish I could think of his name, that makes fun of the Telltale games where he's like, POV, you're in a Telltale game and someone tells you something shocking, he goes like, and does the over exaggerated expressions of like, wow, they really did do that too long, huh? Crazy. And Dispatch is very just goes. It doesn't have those things. And I like that a lot. Dispatch is so clean. And we got to get through these so we can talk about Dispatch. I want to talk about Dispatch.
Yeah. We're almost there. We're almost there.
Let's go.
Next up, we've got best narrative.
Ooh, best narrative. What did we have this year? Cloud Obscure? Easy. Dang, I'm like thinking story-wise. Goodnight Universe is one. I'm excited. We'll review it here in a second. I think that's a good one to consider. Citizen Sleeper, a contender for narrative.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. I was also thinking of Keep Driving, which might be
Okay.
a weird pick
Sure.
considering how that game works.
Yeah.
But I feel like there's plenty of storytelling in a way similar to Unpacking.
Yeah.
Like
That's
things
fair.
happening on the road, and it's not as linear as Unpacking was. So your experience with the narrative might be different depending on how you played it.
Yeah.
But I think that's part of the beauty of that game.
I love Unpacking's like visual storytelling where it's not like a, hey, here's the thing, like let's tell you what happened narratively that through dialogue and everything. It is, here's something that is sitting here like, oh, interesting. That would only happen if XYZ, or like, and I'll always swing with Unpacking talking about the moving in with your presumably male partner and there's no room for you and your things are very vibrant compared to his muted like grays and blacks, and like you
Square
feel very
plates.
square plates. Listen, I don't mind a good square plate, but yeah, like there is such a tone shift there where you go from like D20s and colorful laptops and everything to have to try and make all that stuff fit in a room that visually doesn't look good. I think that's my favorite experience in storytelling in an indie game and a video game period, with Unpacking, and I love that. And yeah, I think about as little time as I did put into Keep Driving, like I know what you mean. So I like that.
Yeah. Another one I'd like to nominate for this category is Many Nights a Whisper.
Okay. Yeah.
It's only an hour long, but it packs such a punch with its narrative.
Totally.
Where you like get to listen to people's wishes and decide which ones you would grant if you succeed at aiming one fire orb into a distant goal.
Yeah.
On the evening of the ceremony. It works on so many levels, and I am always here for whatever Selkie Harbor and Deconstruct team do.
Oh, yeah. I go it. I think the last one I'm thinking of is And Roger, which we talked about for Games for Impact.
Yeah.
But I think it's such a short experience. It is so hard to talk about without spoiling because I think there's such an impactful ending. And I think the game starts in one direction, like, oh, well, this is uncomfortable. I don't like that this is what's happening. And then when you find out what's going on, you're like, fuck me, that's crazy. I think for people who liked Florence back in 2018, 19, however long ago that one was, a short mobile game. It's like 45 minutes that tells the story of a girl growing up, finding her partner in life and the struggles of long distance and finally living together and what that looks like. I think Florence is such a masterpiece. And Roger is so similar in so many ways. And I adored that, and I gotta remember that it came out when I get to Game of the Year conversation, because I don't know if it lands in my top 10, but it's absolutely an honorable mention. It's definitely one that needs to be talked about because I think Anne Roger was so good at telling a simple story, an impactful story, and one that, like, again, left me crying. I don't have a lot of bawl my eye out experiences from 2025 at this moment, but like Anne Roger was one of them, and definitely I think best narrative should be nominated.
Yeah. Totally.
Sweet. Next up.
Okay, two more.
We got it.
The penultimate one is best game direction.
All right, so Dispatch.
Yeah.
I like Dispatch a lot.
Yeah.
I think Dispatch does a lot of really cool things. I don't know who directed Dispatch. I'll tell you this, Tofr, on camera. I'm hoping to have a conversation. My girlfriend knows someone who worked on Dispatch. So I was like, when we meet them, I would like to have a conversation and see if they want to come on the podcast, because I think that'd be fucking awesome.
That would be incredible.
No conversation has happened. I just know someone who knows someone. So I'm hoping and praying that can be something, because I would love to sit here and gush with the developers about Dispatch. But I'm talking out of turn. If you're hearing this at home, don't get too excited. I'll let you know when something happens, if something happens. But right now I got nothing.
If something happens, yeah.
So either way. Yeah, I mean, we sit here, we have Hades 2, we have Clair Obscur, we have Split Fiction. I think those are great nominees already. Throwing in Dispatch, I think, is another great one to talk about for direction, because it is a storytelling element. I think one of the things that's weird with something like Dispatch, which it is like you're watching a show and sometimes making choices, but they include the dispatch segments of the game, which I think we talked about the first time we played the demo, and you were just like, not low on it, but you're like, in the game where I was ready to experience story, it was a lot more of this part of the game, so I didn't get a lot of it. And I was like, cool, I want to check out the demo and see what that's like. I never got around to it. I didn't touch the game until it finally came out. And I remember being like, I could see this being the thing that a lot of people get bored of, like, oh, I got to do this part again and blah, blah, blah. But even in those moments, it's not just solve the puzzle, send the person out, do the thing. Oops, we got it. I sent the strong person here. I sent the smart person here. I sent the charismatic person here. It is, they are bumbling with each other. Like sometimes, like another one of those less environmental storytelling, but I need to go to this place. I need to. I can't take the person out of the mission, which then leads into a cutscene, right? Which might end a chapter or transition into another cutscene. I think there's a lot of great moments like that in the dispatch segments, let alone the actual cutscene narrative. So yeah, I like the direction of Dispatch a lot.
Yeah, me too. Yeah. I mentioned it before in like just the visual direction of the game. But like the quick cuts when there's jokes being made. Yeah. The way they let the actors interact with each other, it's just all so well done.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Loved it. I'm like scrolling back to earlier this year. I want to think of Eternal Strands. I think maybe less of a direction narratively or anything for that, but I think in gameplay direction, I think it does a lot of cool things with combining the likes of Monster Hunter and other RPGs. I guess Monster Hunter and Shadow of the Colossus, and taking the best of those two and merging them into one game, I think is a very strong take that Eternal Strands has. So yeah, I definitely want to sing the praises of that one too.
Yeah. And I'm once again going to bring up Citizen Sleeper 2.
Of course you are. Play another game.
Yeah. No,
totally. I expect it.
No, it's the thing is, I'm always a bit hesitant when it comes to sequels, because like what do you want a good sequel to be? Yeah. Is it like more of the same, or do they go bigger and better? And for Citizen Sleeper 2, they managed to find that perfect balance through purely through gameplay elements. Yeah. Like in the first game, you're based on one space station and that's it. While in this game, you travel from station to station, and it makes the game feel bigger without losing any of its intimacy, because you travel with a crew, and that crew is the thing keeping you grounded. Mm-hmm. And I think that's quite the achievement to have been able to bring that, to make the game larger in scope, but then not lose touch with everything that made the first one special. Yeah.
Oh, I love that. I love it. I love that you love Citizen Sleeper. One day it'll happen. I swear.
One day.
I'll end up getting a new job. I get fired. I need to feel something. I'm like, Citizen Sleeper, let's go. I'm like, guys, I found the meaning in life, and it's Citizen Sleeper.
Exactly. I'm so glad you finally get it.
I don't get it yet. I haven't played them. This is hopeful thinking. For all I know, these games can be ass. You like Kentucky Route Zero, so I don't know.
How about we go on to the final category?
Let's do it. Game of the year. Now, Tofr, 6 games nominated. Let's take all those AAAs and throw them out of there, which I think technically Donkey Kong, Kingdom Come Deliverance, and Death Stranding gone. So with Claire, Hades, and Silksong, we would have put 3 more indies in there. What are we thinking? What indies do you think should be nominated for Game of the Year?
There's two that immediately come to mind, and
Okay.
that's Citizen Sleeper 2 and Dispatch.
Perfect. I'm glad we have those in common. Sweet.
Yeah. The
Yeah.
third one, I'm still not sure about.
My
Do you have any suggestions?
I would say Blueprints
Oh yeah,
is our
yeah.
sixth one. I think
makes
that's an
sense.
easy front runner. I think it is one that when we talked about Blueprints earlier this year, I mentioned I'm like, I like it. I think Blueprints is awesome, but I don't love it like the rest of the world does. And I don't quite see it. It's a new roguelike, and what I love about it is that it is a roguelike that is not a typical roguelike. It's not the top-down dungeon crawl, beat up the monsters, pick up the upgrade, do the thing. It is, I move forward, I get new tiles to put new rooms in my house and see what comes out of it. And I think that is such a fun thing of keeping the genre, but doing something new with it. And every time someone can do that, something like a Balatro, something like a Blueprints, where I'm like, it's a roguelike, but like nothing we've seen before. I love that. And as we got further away from it, and like my girlfriend said, like she's played so much Blueprints, and hearing her be excited about it, we played a little bit for Extra Life. I'm like, damn, I have an itch for Blueprints. Like I really want to just house this game. So yeah, I see the itch for more Blueprints and when to see like, did I put the room in right? Did I do this? Oh, I didn't try this strategy before. I found this room but never could solve it because blah blah blah. I never got these next to each other and everything. So yeah, Blueprints was a gem from this year, so deserved it.
Yeah. That's true.
Why do you think Citizen Sleeper? Why should Citizen Sleeper be nominated?
Because it 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 feels unfortunate that it released in January, because I feel like if it had released later in the year, it would be nominated for at least something.
Yeah.
Because it's that good. Like the first game was really special, and this game takes everything from that game, adds new stuff to it, puts you in in a completely different body of a different sleeper,
Yeah.
but ties it all together ties it to people from the first game, making the universe in the game bigger while the game is happening. And the writing is once again exquisite. The new gameplay elements are super interesting and elevate what already was a good game.
Yeah.
It's just a perfect sequel for me. And I don't very often come across perfect sequels.
So Moonlighter 2 goes out tomorrow, but I get it. No, it's valid. I will always sit here and dream about the day I finally play them, so I can be like, yes, I agree. I understand. Because the dice thing has me very interested in Citizen Sleeper. Just if we can get an extra 2 hours in the day, every day. God, that sounds awful.
That would
but
be
also,
cool.
Could be
That would be
helpful.
cool.
But then, yeah, that third one we talked about, Dispatch, I think is this end of the year banger that I don't think a lot of people knew about until it was here, and then everybody knew about it. I get same vibe as Blueprints in the world from a studio that worked on the Telltale games and what they used to be, and really innovated on that and added new characters, new vibes, new style, new gameplay elements with the Dispatch system. I think there is such liveliness to the story of Dispatch, as well as seeing the social media uptick of everybody talking about stuff of, do you pick Invisigal or Blonde Blazer? Did you fire this person or that person? Did you do this or did you do that? And I don't think, granted, we are in a world we have TikTok now where it's a lot more accessible to do those type of short form content questions and see people talk about what they chose. But like when I played The Walking Dead, I didn't have people go, did you do this with Kenny or that with Kenny? Did you do this or that? Like it was all very like, that was my experience. Whereas Dispatch, I could feel right and wrong with whether I chose the same thing as the rest of the world. Especially when we put our TikTok out about Sonar or Coop, where I had a lot of people just like, it feels like everybody picks Sonar, and that's not wrong, but it feels like the decided canon one, like to fire Coop and keep Sonar, just because that's what everyone else did. The world has made it canon as opposed to like, this is what Ad Hoc wanted us to pick, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Dispatch is a late in the year. If it came out a little bit earlier, would definitely be nominated for more stuff in this award show. But I think it's deservedly at least nominated for one thing, so I'll take it.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. It's interesting because it has me wondering, will it be nominated next year then for other stuff, or is that just it because of the timing?
I'm gonna guess it won't. If I recall how Game Award works, which I'm a little confused on because I think it was there's usually like a November 12th cutoff or something like that for nominees. Like that's why Star Wars Jedi Survivor, I think, got nominated the year after, like a year after it came out, because it was after the deadline, but then nobody was talking about it, so it was kind of whatever.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming the fact that Dispatch squeaked in was like, it's here this year, congrats. But I think in a world we get a Dispatch season 2 or whatever that looks like, the vocal minority is going to be a lot louder. I think a lot more people are going to be like, yes, Dispatch season 2 needs to be nominated for more shit.
Yeah.
Hell
How about we talk a bit more about Dispatch, Danny?
Let's do it. Timestamp, baby. Hey guys, that was us talking about the Game Award nominees. Let us know what you think about our indie selections or what we think should win. Honestly, a lot of things change there. Don't fucking worry about it. It's fine. Just let us comment what you think about the Game Awards. Jeff, can't wait to see it, SGF. Great time to bring up. I gotta get my VOD. Tofr.
That is I.
The finale of Dispatch was last week / this week with our timeline of playing and recording and everything. Damn. How'd you like the finale?
I liked it. I felt bad because of some of the things that I did.
Okay.
Apparently, that led to consequences that I didn't want.
Okay.
But that's part of the game, I guess. And
yeah.
I'm still happy. Like the finale really brought everything together. It nailed the landing. Let me put it like that.
Yeah. Oh man, I was jazzed because it comes out Wednesdays. I was playing it on Thursday, so I'd have like that day of kind of ducking social media to make sure like I don't get spoiled. And as I sat here, not me wearing the exact same outfit that I was wearing on stream. As I sat there going through this chapter, I dreaded starting it because I'm like, when this is done, I don't have Dispatch to look forward to anymore. Like it's gone, it's over. And one of the most exciting things is when they drop the trailer on like Instagram every week of like this week on Dispatch. I was sent to my buddy Zach, and for the last trailer they said this in the season finale of Dispatch, which I'm like, that was the most exciting thing for me. Nothing else that happened in the trailer because that tells me there's plans for more Dispatch, which fuck yeah, can't wait. Whether that is more of Robert, whether that is other characters in this universe, and like, oh, we get to see such and such show up because blah, 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 whatever. I think this week-to-week release and getting new episodes and getting to experience, like, what choices did I make, who did what, who went where, I think just felt so satisfying every single time. I don't think there was a choice, even if it didn't really amount to much, that I felt like, oh, well, I made that decision for no reason. Like, nothing felt irrelevant. Even if it was just a simple conversation. And I think in a world where we barely got to see the villain up to this point, these last 2 episodes did a good job of introducing them, showing what they're about, making them a threat, and reminding me that Matt Mercer is fucking nuts as a voice actor, because holy fuck was he awesome as Shroud. God damn, did I fucking love listening to him speak in this. Oh my God.
Oh yeah.
So good. Fuck it. So good. Oh man. I guess we get to the spoilery part, right? So the chapter starts. Chase is in bed. Chase didn't die yet. Well, we'll see. But the big thing with chapter 7, I remember 7, 8, yeah.
7,
is you are kind of dealing with the group blaming Invisigal for Chase almost dying, or about to die. And the big thing is they come to you and like, we don't want her. We want her out. Like we're trying to get better and she keeps fucking us. Like it's really her fault. We want her out of the Z team. So you get to decide, do you agree with them and cut her off? Or do you let her stay? So what did you do?
I let her stay.
Yeah, so did I. I did too. Or sorry, no. I lied to you. I did not let her stay. I cut her.
You cut her?
I cut her. Yes.
Damn.
Yeah, I did. I forgot because the story takes place when it does. No. I want to know what happens when you kept her. How did the team react?
They were unhappy. A couple of them were like, did agree with you, but overall, the team suffered in morale.
Okay.
For the next missions during Dispatch and the finale, the team had low morale constantly.
Okay. Damn. Yikes. All right.
Yeah.
Glad I didn't have to deal with that. That's fine. Yeah, I had cut her, and I don't know how the cutscene plays out if you keep her. You go in, you talk to everybody. They're like, listen, I've done my best to help this team, and sometimes we can't. And I'm here. I'll tell Blonde Blazer, this is your decision, and I support it 100%. We'll cut Invisigal. And after you say that, the door like kicks open on its own. You're like, fuck, she was in here listening. Damn it. And then you follow after her. It hurt. But as I sat here thinking we're going to do a dispatch, and visually based on the conversations that happened, I assumed if I kept her, I would only have Golem and Flambe for my next dispatch, which I'm like, these two are really good at their things. But if I need someone with charisma, if I need someone with combat, which Flambe was fine with. Flambe was my mobility, and Golem was my vigor. Other than that, like I kind of need everybody else. And if I lose all these for just Invisigal, who was my intelligence, like it didn't seem super right. So I was really grasping at straws to see what I could get out of that one. But how did it go when you kept her? You said morale, but everyone stayed.
Everyone stayed.
Right.
They made it clear that they were unhappy with your decision, but they seemed to accept it. And then, as you talk with your team and tell them that you're not cutting her, all of a sudden your dog starts smelling something again. Yeah. And then you see the door open slightly. It's not kicked open, but you notice that it opened by itself. Yeah. And then you follow her down to the dressing rooms.
Yeah. Which I'm interested if this changed at all in keeping her or not. So when you cut her, you go down there, she's packing up her locker to leave. Like, fine, I'm out. Like, don't fucking worry about me. And the direction I ended up taking was like, hey, I really tried to help you. I'm sorry this is what has to happen. It sucks because I really wanted to do better for you. It's my fault that we couldn't. I forget the phrasing, but essentially it was my fault we couldn't fix you. And at that point, it was weird because she takes her shirt off, and I'm like, okay, yeah, kind of strange that you just are we gonna fuck right now? Is that what's happening? But then she closed the locker, and luckily I had the sensor on because I'm on Twitch. But she has this like mechanism on her chest, and you're like, whoa, wait a minute. And I've seen TikToks of people being like, I think she's a bad guy. I'm like, it's possible. I don't know. We'll see. But I like wasn't thinking about that in the moment. I was very caught off guard. And she tells, I guess what she revealed, is that how it went for you? Was it the same kind of in the locker?
It was the same. Okay. Yeah, it was the same thing.
Oh, cool. Yeah, but she's like, yeah, I work for Shroud. When they captured you the first time, I was invisible. I planted the bomb on your back. And the moment you left, I quit because I'm like, I can't do this. And then she like watches you blow up in the middle of the air. And that's really sad and sucky. And you have the choice to kind of be like, hey, that you're an asshole. I went for the more of the, I forgive you. You were a villain. Just because it was targeted at me, should I still hate you? Maybe a little bit, but I don't. So I forgive you. It's fine. She goes to leave, come back, pins you against the locker. You start making out. And then she goes invisible and leaves again. So I'm like, damn. Well, at least we're still banging, I guess. But
it's interesting because I said that I didn't know how to feel about the information that she just gave. Yeah. Because I feel like in Robert's place, I'd be like, well, this is a lot to take in. Yeah. I've lost everything because of this. Yep. And also there was no making out because she's not my girlfriend in my playthrough.
Tofr. No, I get it. I'm on my second playthrough now. I'm hard focusing Blonde Blazer, and I hate it because I have to be such an asshole to Invisigal. I'm like, fuck you. Get the fuck out of here. I'm going to do all the mean things there because I'm trying to bang Blonde Blazer. It's fine. It'll be good. Yeah. But yeah, after that, you end up doing like your next dispatch. No, you don't. You leave. You go out to the bar. You get a text from Blonde Blazer. I don't know how important this was for the plot, but you're basically just like, I can either, hey, Chase is about to die. Chase is fast track, or the problem that happened is because of Invisigal. And I was just like, yeah, Invisigal did it. That's the headline. That's what we're doing. Right. Because I didn't want to reveal Chase's identity, especially if he wasn't dead. So, did you say action or?
I don't remember. Okay.
Yeah. It like I said, it didn't seem like it did anything. If it does, I'm not sure. I'm going to try and pick the other one later and see if it affects anything. But yeah, it didn't seem like anything was notable. Maybe it's because I did pick Invisigal and she was the villain. Like maybe it did play out and I just didn't feel it. But
Maybe, yeah.
yeah, after you get that text, you go to the bar that you just had a bar fight at. And this part was a little bit ruined for me, which my fucking reaction here, dude. Because when you play enough video games and you recognize Matt Mercer's voice, it's hard to not know what's about to happen.
Oh, you recognize his voice.
I did. The moment there's a little murmur, I'm like, that's Matt Mercer. He's talking. So when they show this guy at the desk, you're not supposed to know that Shroud. I'm like, I know it is because I know Matt Mercer plays him. Now, again, if you don't know the voice actor and you don't know the cast and you don't know that the person you're hearing is the bad guy, because we haven't heard Shroud speak up to this point, this is probably an immaculate reveal. Did it hit for you that way? Where you're like, oh,
it did, yeah.
Okay.
I did not see this coming.
Yeah. I think that's the one fault I had with it being Matt Mercer, where like when they tried to set it up that he was the one speaking, I knew it was him. So I'm like, okay, the guy right there is Shroud. I got it. Even before they reveal like the skull battery thing. So, but you go in, the bartender and to yet be confirmed Shroud are talking shit. They're doing their thing, whatever. Look at that hottie on the screen. I would motorboat her ass. He even motorboating ass, whatever. And like, you have to like, am I punch this guy? Am I not? Did you punch the guy or no?
Yeah, I did.
You did? Okay. So I didn't punch him. I let it happen.
I punched him.
Okay.
He fell to the floor, and then Shroud moved in and finished the job.
Damn. Okay. So if you ignore it, you do nothing, and then Shroud will just shoot him in the head like, you got to have those slip-proof mats, otherwise blah, 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 and everything.
Damn.
The reveal that he's Shroud, pretty much. And he's like, yeah, hey, you know this guy, you take care of him. And then, like I predicted, the person that you cut is working for Shroud and comes and knocks you out at the table. So for me, Coop came and knocked me out. I assume for you, yes, Sonar came and knocked you out. I'm excited to see what that cut scene looks like as I go forward with my second playthrough. And here they tie you upside down. Shroud goes to interrogate you about, here's what's happening. Like, I need the astral pulse. Your girlfriend stole it. It might be phrased different if you're not dating a Visigal. And you're just like, she took it. I didn't give it to me. So I don't know what she's doing with it, but I don't have it. Throughout these back and forth. And then Blonde Blazer shows up. She's insanely outnumbered. Her and Shroud have a back and forth of like, oh yeah, well, we can outnumber you. She's like, yeah, you might outnumber me, but I'm definitely taking at least half of you out with me. And I have a bunch of people on the way. So who wants to die? Which is so badass. It's such a great moment.
It is.
She's
really
such a cool fucking character. And this honest was the guy, like up to this point, I'm like, Blonde Blazer is a villain too. I was confident in that, like leading into this. And I thought that was the reveal. She comes in like, let's do it, Shroud. We got him. Ha. And it wasn't. So I'm like, okay, I was wrong. I was wrong on that one. But yeah. And then like they leave. We'll see you later. Robert's like, you were bluffing, right? Like, oh yeah, fuck yeah. Let's get the fuck out of here. Blonde Blazer takes you out. You go back to that billboard from the first episode, have a little bit of conversation back and forth, and the whole city starts to blow up. Cars and buildings and offices, everything's exploding because Shroud and the Red Ring are attacking the city trying to find the Astral Pulse, and that is the end of Chapter 7. Fuck. Intense.
Oh, yeah.
Which then, I think there's no other choices there. So you're right into Chapter 8, which pretty much most of the chapter is a long dispatch where in the middle of all of the chaos, that's the explosions and everything, you are trying to get your team together at like 3 a.m. and have them on do not disturb mode, or because the attacks, like satellites are out, so you're not able to contact people. You start with a team of like 3. I don't know if it changed for you. Mine was Prism, Golem, and Punch Up, I think.
I think it was the same thing for me.
Cool. I didn't know if decisions would change. I figured Punch Up, it might have been Malevola instead with the Sonar choice or whatnot, but
no, Malevola was late.
Okay, cool. Yeah, she gave me the like, I was on Do Not Disturb. Sorry, I'm here. But as you're in the dispatch, you only have the 3 people to send out, so you kind of have to start struggling with one person here, one person there. I don't see if I can get this. Then you get missions of like, oh, like Sonar's here. At least for me, yours, because you had Coop, yours different. Sonar's here. But because the monster's wreaking havoc on the city, they captured him, so you have to send someone to let him out of the cage because he's a hero, not a monster, and et cetera, et cetera. If you get it right, you unlock the character faster. If you don't, they still show up, but it's like a few turns later, and I think they're damaged and stuff like that. You're trying to fix a satellite so you can get your whole team back to save the fucking city. And partway through that, the villain, be that Sonar or Coop, shows up, and you can send sets of people to go fight them, and if you lower their stats, you can like stop them from spreading villainy throughout the city. How'd you like this insanely difficult and fucking brain-numbing dispatch section?
I liked it
Yeah.
as a story beat. I liked it slightly less as a gameplay beat, just because I wasn't the best at the dispatching.
Absolutely. I got fucked on this one.
I barely got any damage on sonar,
Yeah.
which was disappointing.
It took me a bit. I had to just keep using Malevola and Sonar. Their synergy and their combo together, like each time, like you guys are going to fuck, because they almost had the full grid. I think it was mobility that was a little bit light, but with damage, because I kept getting Sonar to jump between charisma and intelligence, as well as strength and vigor, which for the most part pretty balanced out with Malevola. So it was kind of like a missing the top left or missing the bottom right. But yeah, most of the time it did cover Coop stuff, and just it took my 5 turns to do it. But yeah, they fucking cleaned house.
Nice.
Yeah, which I guess matters towards the end, because I think it cuts something from the villain. Like if you defeat them in the dispatch, I don't know what exactly it is that it changes, but it changes something.
Yeah. I'll tell you when we get to that part of the story.
Sweet. But yeah, so things are going chaos. Power goes out in the dispatch center, and you're like, we got to get everybody out of here. But you know Chase is still passed out in the bed, so you and Roy go after him. He's safe. We got to get the mech suit. So let's fucking do this shit. There's a point last episode we talked about where like Royd's like, I'm gonna back out. I don't have the strength to do the thing that you need for the mech suit. You run back there. Royd's like, let's get the shit running because you need me. And Invisigal is there with the Astral Pulse trying to activate the suit. And this is where you get the point of like, all right, tie her down. Do I trust her or do I not trust her? So where did you go from here?
I trusted her.
Okay, same.
Yeah. I gave her. I figured that there was more going on than she had let on. And since every decision I had made up until then had been to give her trust, I couldn't change that all of a sudden.
Yeah.
I felt I had to see that through.
Totally. Yeah, I think I was in that same spot where I never didn't trust her. The only reason I like let her go or cut her was for the sake of the team, being like, I don't want to lose the majority of the team just for Invisigal, whose main thing was intelligence, which was useful, but I think I needed more stats across the board. Again, me assuming the worst with keeping her around. So when the moment was here to be like, yes, I do trust you. Yeah, I gave her that opportunity, and yeah, it planned out in the end because she's like, all right, boyfriend, what's up? What are we doing?
Okay.
But yeah, so you get the chance to like set her free, and you get like some safety scissors, and he's like, why don't we have anything to cut open? Sorry that the guy locked up his stuff when the supervillain broke into his fucking base. What do you think? These just knives and stuff laying around? There's a kind of silly but goofy but sad moment of this dude who's like, I gotta piss, but the lockdown, I can't get in the bathroom. You fucking knock him out, and he pisses himself, and Invisigal's like, could you pull his pants up for him? I was like, he's covered in piss. No, you're like, please, it's so undignified. So did you pull his pants up?
I did.
All right, cool. Yeah, be a bro. Pull his pants up. I get it. Good for the dude. It's just dick and everything hanging out.
Yeah.
Oh shit. But oh man. Oh dude. Oh fuck. So you get to go operate the Mecha Man suit. Royd has gone off to go fight a bunch of the Red Ring to keep you safe and do everything. You get into the
Royd
suit.
is insane.
Royd is such a bro. I love Royd. I wish Royd was a romance option in this game. I hope Royd's the main character for the next one, because I mentioned this and hold on, this is going to get weird for video watchers, and Tofr, you could still see it. Hold on, starting soon, because I think I still have the art. Starting soon. Shit, it's gone. Damn it. Never mind.
Oh, no.
I had dispatch art up. That was like key art from the game, and it is very much clearly Royd. But he's like red. Oh yeah, here we go. This art. This is perfect timing. That's great. I love that for me. Because yeah, that's the character. I'm like, oh, that's Royd, and like we don't see that. That never happens in the game.
No, we don't.
So I'm like, oh, interesting. That might have been a concept thing that never came through to fruition or whatever. But even without that, Royd is such a badass, and I definitely want more Royd story, whether that's a season 2, a spin-off game that's focused on Royd, whatever. I digress. While he's fighting, you're like, I got to get in the mech suit. And dog, let me tell you, team, I never really liked the design of the mech suit. I thought it was kind of whatever. It's fine. But this mech suit, the new one, looks so fucking good. Where's it at? Here, video watchers, I got you. Here we go. He comes in, he lands. He looks like some kind of Gundam Power Ranger type deal. He's got the little sharp points on the side of the head. It looks so good. I was gassed when we saw this thing, dude. It's awesome. And at this point, it's pretty much the squad shows up, and it's a full-on fight through the end of the game. You were having the Avengers Endgame. Everybody's coming in. Everyone's got their cool moment. Some are silly. Some are funny. Some are badass. I loved watching Prism fight throughout this. Prism is easily one of my favorite characters after Sonar. Just stat-wise, I don't think she rarely failed me. You have like a Malevola and Visigal moment. Well, this, I assume it's the same for yours if you trusted her.
Yeah.
Where like, you're still not on the team. Like, yeah, I know, but I'm here to help, whatever. They team up a little bit. Shroud shows up in this like Omnidroid, like right out of the Incredibles. And Shroud's whole thing is like predictability and equations and being like, oh, the odds of something happening is blah, 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 blah. And like, he doesn't really state it all that much. He's not like constantly throwing numbers at you, but I could feel the moments of like, as the team is showing up and in his head, he's calculating like his probability is going down and down and down as more people are showing up, which I thought was a good, like, show don't tell kind of moment with Shroud. There's a bunch of moments where you get to pick, like, do you want to do Get Over Here, or do you want to do the Spirit Bomb, and like they're different kind of based on Mortal Kombat or Dragon Ball Z. Do you remember which one you picked?
That was a Dragon Ball Z reference.
Yeah, Spirit Bomb. Yeah, or sorry,
I
no,
didn't know.
Was it? Wait, Spirit Bomb is Yu Yu Hakusho, I think, or is it? Fuck, I haven't watched either. It's Spirit something and then Spirit something else in. It's an anime. I know that. I think it's Dragon Ball. Okay. I might be wrong. Someone correct me in the comments if I'm wrong. I think it's Dragon Ball. But I didn't pick the skill so I can get to visually see it.
I think I picked Dragon Ball Z one.
Okay. Chat told me it's very cool. I was like, I'll pick it my second time around for the fight. But I went with the Get Over Here because you do like the send the grapple, pull him to you, and beat the fuck out of him. Like, this is cool. I like it. Very nice. Scorpion.
Nice.
There's a fight in the air. It's you and Blonde Blazer fighting. Well, for me, Coop, and I assume for you, Sonar. Not assume. I know it's for you. I just don't know how the cutscenes change. You kind of have this like fight for, hey, like, you can come back. Like, we know we kind of let you down, and we want to fix that. And for me, Coop was just like, nah, fuck you. And you beat the fuck out of her. She falls out of the air. Blonde Blazer saves her before she hits the ground. Which is why another decision later, I felt like I made the wrong decision, but based solely on what chat wanted me to do. But we'll get to that in a minute. But yeah, she never really like came back to the group. Like she seemed like she wanted to be the villain through the end. So yeah. I don't know how Sonar played for that.
I don't remember Sonar being saved.
Okay.
From falling, but you do get in a similar situation where you're like you can still come back, and he's like, nah, fuck this.
Yeah.
I get to eat whoever I want. That's something he says.
That checks out.
Yeah.
I'm very excited to play through with the Sonar options, see how this works. Because again, I had people in chat saying Sonar seems like the right choice for like the villain. Like it seems like the role fits better, but until I see it, I won't know for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, a lot of this, it's a lot of quick time events, a lot of moments like the team having cool team ups and stuff. There's a funny one with Toxin, who's just like, let's fight. He's like, actually, I got the right guy for you. And then Punch Up shows up. He's like, what's this little guy gonna do? And after last episode, we watched Punch Up just punch everybody in the nuts, and this dude just has an exposed dick the entire time. I'm like, oh no, this poor guy. But yeah, you go through the fight, you basically beat everybody, and Sonar shows up with Beef, the dog, and it's just like, shut the fuck up. Give me the Astral Pulse or I'm killing the dog. And that's the beat that freezes everybody. You're like, fine, I'll come over there. You climb out. Now in the mech, you have, this was so fucking cool though, the fucking laser fucking blasts his fucking brains out. They didn't kill him, but there's like, I guess before that, this is also important. Chase, not dead. Chase is fine because Blonde Blazer, the crystal she has to use her powers, gives to Chase. So now Chase is back alive and is very Superman fly around kind of deal. This is the thing I brought up to chat because I played through both endings of episode 4 where you talk to Blonde Blazer and Invisigal. And if I didn't do the Blonde Blazer one, I wouldn't know about the gem coming off and her having like, oh, this is what does my powers. So like this would have been the reveal in that moment. I'm like, oh, interesting. I kind of wish I didn't do it then. So like I would have, what the fuck is this? Who is this? Why is she like this? What happened? Very different reveal without that context. So I'm rambling and talking. Is there anything I skipped that you had to mention?
No, you're doing good.
Cool. But yeah, so Beef, you go up in the mech, you climb out. In this moment, you have the Astral Pulse, the real one that Invisigal stole for you, and then you have the prototype that Royd made to try and run the mech. And I was like, oh, cool, we're gonna give him the fake one. He calls you out like, don't you dare give me the fake one. I'm not trying to fuck around. What do you want to do? And you get the option you either give them the real one, the fake one, or both. And I'm like, oh, I have no idea what to expect for the both. So I gave him both. What did you do?
Yeah, me too.
Both? Cool.
Yeah.
Yes, you give him both. He takes him. He's like, the fuck is this? You're like, oh, yeah, I realize I can't outsmart you. But if I don't know what the answer is, then you don't know what the answer is. So he goes and plugs one into his head. All of his teammates that have like the other not amputees, fucking I'm trying to say here, the fucking prosthetics and different other batteries and shit plugged into them. They all start to glow like, let's go super powerful. And then Shroud starts vomiting. He's like, ooh, it looks like you took the wrong one, buddy. That sucks. He like passed out in front of you. Everybody on his army starts to just vomit and throw up. And you're like, all right, well, here we go. Robert jumps on top of Shroud, starts beating the fuck out of him. And you get the moment like, am I going to kill him or am I not going to kill him? I killed him. What did you do?
I did not get the chance to choose that.
No,
because Invisigal showed up and killed him right in front of me.
Whoa. Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. I was pretty shocked when that happened, to say the least.
Whoa.
But yeah, you just do not get the option to like forgive him or kill him yourself.
Okay.
She just slices his throat like it's nothing.
That's cool. That's dope. Noted, because I think there's two other endings. I have to get the Invisigal like pure evil ending where I think I just fuck you the entire game and make her mad and take the blonde blazer. But yeah, okay, interesting.
That's the thing. Like a little bit after that happens, she takes off with Shroud's mask. Takes the mask and disappears.
Damn, that adds up.
And then I got an achievement. Didn't see that coming. Where you have failed as a mentor.
Yep, I got the other one. That was the succeed as a mentor because I focused so much on taking care of her. Fuck.
But the thing is, I did so much to support her.
Yeah.
So this one stung a little.
Obviously, not enough, Tofr.
When I saw that one pop up.
Gotta be a better Robert. That's crazy.
I gave her trust. The only thing I didn't do was romance her.
Yeah. Damn. That's so interesting. I need to see how that plays out. And like as I continue to go through that. Oh fuck. I expect it really just to be the two. I love this. I love this game so much. Here's everybody vomiting for video watchers who want to see that. Fast forward there. Yeah, so I end up killing Shroud. You just kind of beat him, blood pouring down his face. Like homie's still visible, recognizable, but like you kill him right then and there. Police show up. Everybody starts to get arrested. You know, put everybody in the car. You take all of his grunts and shit with him. The team has a big celebration. Chase is on video, all excited, just like, yeah, fuck this. This is the Zine team. These motherfuckers know what the fuck they're doing. Oh, can I swear on TV? Yeah, we can censor it. All right, yeah, this fucking team. This is the team I'm talking about. I miss it with my Invisigal. I think it's after he's going to vomit. He goes to shoot you in the chest, and as the bullet's flying through, it slows down because Invisigal's in front of you, and it like pierces her shoulder. She's fine. But yeah, he's just like, you're supposed to take the shot better so it doesn't hit me, because it still goes through and hits Robert like in the shoulder, but doesn't do a whole lot. Invisigal gets like pierced through, no organs or anything. She's fine, so let's go to the hospital. But this is where the team's like, yeah, Invisigal, it's welcome back to the team. Let's go. We love you. And then I think the last choice you have is the cops are arresting Sonar / Coop. And half the team's like, oh, fuck her. She's, hold on, she might be on the team. And then Blonde Blazer's like, go ahead. It's up to you. Like, I feel like she wouldn't have done this. And let me phrase it in Coop conversation. I feel like she wouldn't have done this if we didn't fire her, but like, there's the choice we have, blah, blah, blah. Like, it's up to you. So you get the choice, Coop, come back to Z Team or send her off to jail. I was going to send her to jail because, like I mentioned earlier, there was no moment of revelation with Coop. And this is where I go back to why I feel like Sonar feels like the canon choice to keep, because throughout the story, as I'm playing as Coop, or as I'm playing a Sonar, I feel like Sonar is attempting to be better, is to be a hero. For what I know of Coop and what I haven't played, but what I'm experiencing is Coop is like, I won't talk about how much I appreciate the team unless I'm drunk. Like, that has to be taken out of me, which isn't necessarily like making them a bad person, but it does feel like they're not as invested in the team as I feel like Sonar is. Which makes it feel like in the end, when Coop is still like, nah, fuck it. Like, I'm not here for this team. and doesn't agree to come back to you, me allowing her to come back feels like I'm just doing it to be nice, as opposed to like, oh yeah, she wants to be here, she desires to be here. I let her stay, and she really like takes a beer, like, hey, thanks, and that's kind of it. But how did yours go with Sonar?
Well, the thing is, Sonar doesn't really show any signs of redemption either.
Okay.
So it's not that different whether you pick him or Coop. But the thing is, because I didn't defeat Sonar during the dispatch, I didn't get the option to save them from jail.
Oh, interesting. Okay, I didn't realize that was the choice.
There was like, you start talking about it with Blazer, but you immediately get like Robert saying like, no, he's made his choice.
Yeah.
Let's at least let him suffer in jail for a couple of months.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's cool. Damn. Poor Sonar. I love him. He's my favorite, but fuck. But then the group gets together. Chase takes you on a fly around the city, like, oh, we did it, buddy, and hip hip hooray, throw Robert up in the air, they drop him, the credits roll, they get playing dispatch. I forget, was there a post-credit scene? I don't think there was. I think it was just the stats and everything. But it's such a good game. This final chapter was just so much. Compared to everything, it was a lot of dialogue and choices, and then the dispatch. This was like, here's 50% dispatch, and then here's just action to the end. Like, it was so much, a lot of quick time events, a lot of cutscenes. So I feel like you could potentially feel like you're not doing as much if you're doing like the interactive. I'm not doing the QTEs, I'm just watching. But yeah, I so satisfied with the ending of this. I'm
absolutely
so gassed to be just replaying through it now, like going through it a second time. Yeah. I love this game.
Yeah, me too. I'm going to replay it during my holiday as well, because I want to see all of the other stuff.
Nice. Yeah, I'm on my second playthrough.
Achievements.
Yeah, 100%. I'm trying to get that platinum. I got to see what I need to do. On my second playthrough, I just fired Sonar. So like I got to that point. So I'm at chapter 3. So I'm going into 4 next time I get to sit down and play. Okay. Yeah, video watchers, this is the Coop getting arrested part. We're like, nah, fuck you. Yeah, just kidding. Whatever. I think there's also an ending where you can date Invisigal, but also kiss Blonde Blazer. I don't know if there's a trophy for that. I assume there is. So I have to figure out how to best do it.
Really?
Yeah, I think. Get the poly ending, baby. Yeah, and then the other thing that matters for Chase, like, we're not going to take the crystal back. We're going to let him keep it. Blonde Blazer's kind of in a semi-paused retirement for the time, because if we can figure out how to keep Chase alive, cool. But until then, he's got to hold on to this crystal so he doesn't die. But yeah, so that's the end. That's Dispatch.
What a game.
What a game. I'm so excited for more. Like, I love Ad Hoc. I think what ends up happening is they're currently working on their next game, which I think is supposed to be the Critical Role, like, Exandria game, which whatever that looks like, I assume it'll be in the same vein. I don't know if it's campaign 1, 2, 3 across the board kind of vibe, but I'm here for it. And then I'm hoping after that is jumping right back into Dispatch, because I want more of this universe. I want whatever they're going to give me, whatever options they have. My buddy Zach sent me like the merch link. They have like the SDN like mugs. I'm like, fuck, I'm gonna buy one of those.
Nice.
They have Robert's hoodie, the Mecha Man hoodie. I'm like, I want that. I want it really bad. Yeah, just a great, like, if this was the last game I got to play this year, like, I'd be satisfied with that. Like, I'm very happy with Dispatch. It won't be because I got a lot to play, but Dispatch fucks.
No, I understand the sentiment.
Yeah. Sick. Any like we took a long time on that. Any thoughts on Dispatch that you want to mention before we move on to what's left here?
I can only repeat what you said. I can't wait to see more of this world. I adore the gameplay. I adore the writing. I adore the art. I adore the music that they use. It's such a fun. Let me show you how to make a pound cake. This is what a fresh superhero's story could be like.
Totally.
It lacks the cynicism of something like The Boys.
Yeah.
And it lacks the basic formula that something like Marvel is applying all the time nowadays.
100%.
And I like that. It just feels fresh.
Yeah. Oh man. What a fun ass game, dude. Oh fuck, I love this.
Yep.
Oh, I want Dispatch. I want to go play it now. Don't let me timestamp that bitch. Let me
before we go on, I should mention that I don't have that much time left for
Totally.
recording.
Do you want to talk Berlin apartment, and we'll just hop into
No, we can still do everything, but maybe we can
blitz it a
just
little bit?
go through it a bit
Totally.
quickly.
Bet. Absolutely. Let me start with Goodnight Universe, because I played that this week.
Very curious about that one.
So I played Goodnight Universe on stream this week. We did a one sitting, sit down and play. It was like 4-ish hours. It's from the team that brought us Before Your Eyes. I ended up not playing this one with a webcam. I didn't have one readily available, so I didn't have the immersive gameplay type vibe to it like I did for Before Your Eyes. I very much enjoyed this game. I think it has strong story beats. I think it tells a lot of cool, like, humanizing moments through its story. I don't think it impacted as well as Before Your Eyes. That one felt very grounded, and even though it is the story of like someone being wayfared off to the afterlife and reflecting on what their life is, and the like, now tell me again, but be honest this time, like change up towards the end of adding new information. I think this one has some grandiose reveals like, oh, this is what's happening. Because as you're playing, you're a baby who is very intelligent. You're like, I'm smarter than the people around me. I can talk to I physically can't speak, but I can respond in my head of like, what is my family doing, right? You have telekinetic powers, so you can like knock over cereal. You'll start forming the cereal into words so you can talk to your sister and be like, this is what I'm thinking. Like, oh my God, you're a freak. Like, yes, I'm a freak, but like, I don't know what to do. You guys are still my family. And without spoilers, like they end up revealing like, how is that happening? Why is that happening? And I think it's a cool moment. I think there's a very heartfelt moment towards the end that didn't have me crying like, now tell me the truth in Before Your Eyes. But I do think it has a lot of cool moments of what do kids do, how you stimulate kids nowadays by putting on like that childhood cartoon that just turns off their brain. And like, not that I need them to pay attention to anything, but like if this goes on, I can do my other things while they're doing that. You're getting the internal thoughts of the family, right? Of like, how does dad feel about raising a kid? And it's like one of the first moments is dad being like, oh yeah, if I would have started my business before having another kid, but instead I got to spend $2,000 a year on diapers and $4,000 a year on baby food. That's a fucking mush. And that like, you can hear the moments of dad, like without saying it, regretting having a second child. And like how hurtful that can be to like know that your dad almost doesn't want you to exist. And then like you have moments like that with mom, like what is she going through with your older sister? What your older sister's going through? There's like a talking to a boy from school moment of like, oh, this thing is happening. I think there's a lot of great stuff. I think I don't see myself replaying it for any reason. Maybe if it comes to PlayStation for Platinum type deal, but like I think it's a strong story. I enjoyed getting to play through it with my chat and experience all the different like heartfelt moments. If someone's like, I've played Before Your Eyes, what's another game like that? I would still recommend they check this one out as their follow-up game, but I did find it wasn't quite as, I didn't feel as in my feels with Goodnight Universe as I did Before Your Eyes, but still good, still fun, still really cool with the things they do. Just Before Your Eyes hit way different.
Okay, that basically mirrors what I've heard about the game. People saying that it's really an impactful game, but not in the way that Before Your Eyes was. Yeah.
And it's cool. Like there's some dope stuff to it that again, like it's hard to talk about without spoiling. But I still think people should check it out. I still think people should play it. I think there's a lot of cool things there. I think there's a lull towards the end that is a very push forward narrative beat that I think is important, but I think it changes the gameplay element a lot, which it is. I enjoyed, but it did slow quite a bit.
Yeah.
And I imagine that someone watching it on Twitch who's like, this was happening. What are we doing? Are we looking through a book? What happened to the cool baby telekinesis thing, which again, still cool. I like that abruptness and changing the gameplay, but I see the struggle of keeping momentum that way.
Yeah. I get that.
But yeah, Goodnight Universe. Ba-boom. Timestamp. Tofr, you played a game.
Yes, I sure did. It's called The Berlin Apartment. This is very much a walking simulator in the vein of your Firewatches and your Edith Finches. But it all takes place within the same apartment. But the only thing that makes it more interesting than just spending time within an apartment is that you move through the years within that same apartment. So the apartment is based in Berlin, Germany. And for those of you who know Europe's recent history, you know that Berlin has been at the center of plenty of really impactful moments during the last century. And this game basically takes you back to 4 of those moments. But it does so in a way that's not like, it's not a lecture about German history. This is a game about the human stories behind the major events. For example, in this first chapter, that's the only one I'm going to talk about because I don't want to spoil too much.
Yeah.
But in this first chapter, the apartment is located in East Berlin, back when Germany was divided into two separate countries. And you live right at the Berlin Wall. So right at the divide between Eastern Europe and Western Europe, the communist nation and the capitalist nation. And you receive a letter through a paper airplane from your neighbor across the road. So the person who lives in West Berlin is writing to you who lives in East Berlin and is trying to get into contact in that way. And it just shows you like it does give you some context. Like it shows how life in East Berlin is and how it wasn't the easiest time for everyone involved. But it's not like a lecture on how East Berlin was in general. This is just the story of one person and their chance meetup with someone from across the wall, which is pretty cool. It also happens in 1989, so it only takes a couple of months before the Berlin Wall would fall. But still, they didn't know that yet when this episode happens. And in the same way, you get taken back to the end of World War II. You get taken back to, what were the other ones? Somewhere in the 60s. And then 1933 with the rise of Nazi Germany. It's really impactful storytelling because it shows that behind all of the textbook coverage that we get in like high school textbooks or TV documentaries, there's a human side to all of this history. There are people who were just trying to live their lives while the world was changing in major ways.
Yeah.
And I think the game does a really good job of like showcasing that. It might lack a little bit of context for people who aren't as aware of European history.
Right.
Like if you don't know about Germany's history throughout the last century or something thereabouts, then you might find it hard to believe that some of the things in the game actually happened. But they did.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's so impactful. It looks gorgeous as well. Yeah, it's a beautiful game.
Hell yeah. This is one that is on my list. I know Mal is excited to play this one. I'm hoping to play through it at some point. It seems like a chill. Was it very long? A couple hours maybe, or?
I think, let me check, but I think it was about 3 hours.
Okay.
Yeah, 3 hours.
Cool. Yeah, this seems like a vibe. I like the tell the story in the same place throughout the generation. Like, I think that is very cool. I always like those kind of stories where it is very confined to one space and telling what happened there progressively through the timeline. I think that's very dope. I love the demo I got to play, and that demo ended with a cliffhanger. I'm like, well, now what could this mean? So yeah, I'm gassed. I think it'll be one that I'd finish and then have to watch like someone's breakdown of like the Berlin apartment story explained, because I'll get like, well, I know what happened to my character. But yeah, like history has never been a good one for me. It's very hard for me to sit and absorb like dates and times and people did a thing. And so like that was very tough for me. So even when like I may know something exists, I'll never think about it. And they're like, oh, this is oh yeah, I do remember that from history class. Okay. I would never would have been something that I could unlock on my own without being spoon fed that knowledge. That's just the way I absorb history. Tough. But yeah, I think this game looks great. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I definitely hope to get to it soon.
Yeah, go for it. Yeah. Maybe it's one you can play together.
That would be cute. Yeah. Oh, Mal would love that. I'll put it on the date list. I think I'll like it. Dope. Any thoughts, Brother Department?
That was it.
Cool.
It's a really cool story, and it's told in a really impactful way.
Dope. Get to it soon. Timestamp. Then I got one more game to talk about real quick. I don't have a whole lot, but I do have some profound thoughts, I believe, from other reviews I've seen. Also, we should mention I had a key for Goodnight Universe. You had a key for Berlin Apartment.
Dispatch on the Berlin Apartment.
Right. And I have a key for Winter Burrow, which is what I'm talking about right now, because sorry, FTC, don't come after us. So I'm playing Winter Burrow. I've been excited for this game all year. I am not finished with it yet. I'm about 4-ish hours in. Also, it looks very choppy. I don't know what that's about.
Yeah.
Very strange. The game does not run like that. I think that's just the footage. So I apologize for anybody who's watching that getting a little sick. Here, I'll pull up the trailer instead. That's very weird. Yeah, so Winter Burrow, you play as a little mouse who is out in you move out of your home forest area as a kid and you go back as you get older. And your whole goal is to rebuild your home. It's like a little tree stump in the ground. It's been taken over by the winter. Furniture's broken, walls are broken, doors are locked, the basement's overrun with stuff. And your whole goal is to kind of revitalize that. It's a survival game, and I think what I've seen a lot of people say, and I think even so many games review is that it was cozy, but the gameplay elements kind of are rudimentary and don't really evolve too much, so it feels very like repetitive.
Okay.
And I don't disagree with that. I do think they once you start to do stuff, once you figure out like, oh, here's how the gameplay works, and here's how I make stuff, and here's how I go find things. It is that, at least where I'm at now, from start to finish, it plays that same way. I think why that works for me so well is because I don't typically do survival games. It takes a special one for me to hit to want to go back and I got to go find the materials. I'm going to go grab this and I go pick up the thing and, I got to go make a new house over here so I'm close to the thing. This feels like a very linear survival game, and I like that a lot. I think when I think back to Don't Starve, which is probably the first survival game where I'm like, I don't like this. I don't enjoy this. I don't like this loop and trying to go and again. It isn't the I die and start a new run. It is I die and like I freeze in the winter and I get teleported back to my hut. The one hut I have, I don't go build a second one somewhere so it's closer to stuff. I kind of have my paths of, if I go up here, I'm going to find this guy. If I go over here, I'm going to find this guy. It is very narrative driven. But it feels like I'm not put in the case of there's so much to do and I get the decision paralysis of how do I want to progress my story faster, or how do I want to get to the end of the survival? How do I get the ultimate min-max of materials and resources and all those things? Like, it isn't that. It is very trying to complete the story, and I enjoy that. I think it's simple. I think it gets to the point. I think I've seen about 10 hours to beat. And like I said, about 4.5, 5-ish hours in. I've completed all the tasks for one character. I'm in the middle of completing tasks for another. I think there's another character I have to meet yet to complete. But you craft your clothing. I equip that. I think that's it. There might be more sets of clothes, but at this point, I've not discovered any new ones. You get new equipment, be that lanterns or tools, right? So I meet this character. I have the axe. Hey, if you bring me this stuff, I'll upgrade your axe. Or I get the pickaxe so I can clear out other paths so I can go up like north further. The whole thing is basically an owl kidnaps your aunt who still lives here, and you're trying to go find the owl to save your aunt. And that is really the main story plot I'm going for. And I'm close, what it feels like close to getting to that penultimate moment of we're going to find out what happens. Do I stay here? Do I live here? Do I move back home? Whatever the narrative becomes. But I'm very much enjoying my time with this. I think if you're someone like me who doesn't like survival games for the long term and you want the survival gameplay without the open-endedness of a Minecraft or Don't Starve or something like that, I think Winter Burrow really hits that on the head. And that really itches for me. If there's more survival games that are, again, so linear, so rudimentary and everything, that it's just, we have a little bit of a story to tell. We like this gameplay loop. Here's what you get. I'm here for it. I really like it.
All right.
Yeah, it's excited.
It does sound like something I'd enjoy it as well.
Totally. I think so. Yeah. I think it's simple enough. The combat isn't a lot. It is very like do smack, do smack, do smack. It doesn't have great combat. It's not bad, but it's not like, you're not getting in here to be like, yo, I'm gonna just play like Hades. Don't expect it. But even like, I don't think I've died to combat at all. If anything, I've died to the winter where I'm like, I'm trying. I can't walk fast enough. My stamina's low. It's getting cold out. And like literally, I think the one time I died was right outside my door because I just barely made it. I woke up in the house, went outside, picked up all my stuff, and then went back in, took a nap, warmed up, and went back out. Like, it is very simple. It's not very punishing. I think the most punishing thing is sometimes you can get lost in the map. There's not like a map to see where you're at.
Oh, okay.
So you kind of have to follow your footprints to be like, where did I go? Where did I come from? Etc. There's leaves that leave the ground, which I think are kind of like breadcrumbs back to your door. So I'm like, got it. I started following these better, and those seem to be pretty simple as far as getting to where I need to be. But yeah, super simple. I like not having to, we think of Minecraft, like I have to go beat the Ender Dragon, but first I got to find diamonds, but then I get to the Nether and I got to get the Netherrack and I got to beat the Enderman. Like, it's not all of those things. It is meet the squirrel. The squirrel has stuff hidden. Go find the things, bring it back to the squirrel. The frog needs rocks. Go get the rocks, bring it back to the frog, upgrade your stuff. Thank you for the help. Here's an item. Like, it is that. It is very, here's the objective. Go do it. Move forward. So go Winterboro.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what we've been playing. Pause, timestamp. Here we go. Tofr, indie games releasing this week. You want to rattle this off quick?
Yes, I can. This is for the week of November 20th till the 26th. On November 20th, we are getting Monsters Are Coming Rock and Road for Xbox and PC. Sliding Hero releases on PC, as does the Demeo X Dungeons and Dragons Battle Marked, which also releases on PlayStation 5. Nice. And King Domino, the board game, is coming to Switch and PC. On November 21st, we're getting The Left Eye on PC in early access. November 24th sees the release of Keys of Fury on PC. Cross Blitz comes to its 1.0 version on PC. And Constance releases on PC. And then on November 26th, After Blast releases on PC in early access.
Hell yeah. Good list. Any bangers in there you're looking forward to?
I've played quite a bit of Cross Blitz in early access.
Yep.
But I haven't played it for a while now, so I'm curious to see how it's changed for its 1.0 version.
Hell yeah. I dug the demo. I never got early access, but I really liked Cross Blitz. I like the visual style a lot. Cross Blitz is cool. One from a previous Steam Next Fest was Sliding Hero. Talked to the dev a little bit on Blue Sky about that one. I very dug it. It's the there's a name for the genre, and I could not tell you what it is, but it's the Pokemon ice puzzles where you slide across the floor and you go all the way to hit the wall. What is it?
Sokoban?
Yes, Sokoban. That sounds right. I think that's correct. I know there's been Steam Fest for them. I could just never lock it in, but it is one of those. You play as like a jester and you slide and move puzzles and rocks and gems and activate things. And I think there's combat where like as you slide and you have a sword, you pierce somebody, but it'll like break and you have to do it in a certain way. Yes, I very much enjoyed Sliding Hero. I didn't realize it had a date, so I'm excited to play that one. I might try and hit up the devs for a key on that one. As well as Constance. I've said since I played the demo like 2-3 years ago, it's Hollow Knight with color. It feels great. It plays great. It has a system of like, I think it's like a depression system where like the more damage you take, you kind of lose like the ink, the paint color within you. And there's story beats for that. There's also, if you die, you can respawn back at the last checkpoint, or you can continue like in the room you're at, but the enemies do more damage. So like you can kind of play it a little bit harder if you want. I didn't struggle too much when I did that. They still beat me up, but like I didn't die all that much. I died in Hollow Knight I got hit and landed on a spike, and then they hit me again and landed back on the spike. Like, oh, the rapid insanity caused me to die. Shit. But yeah, I'll be coming back from PAX that day, so I'm hoping I happen to get an email over the weekend for a key that I can just play that on my train ride home. But we'll see. We'll see if I get Constance yet. Yeah, it's good. It's good. It's getting slower though. I'm glad. I don't want a shit ton of new games for December. I can't do it. I don't have time.
No. We need time to review stuff.
Yeah, please give me a nap. Alrighty, so after that, we're on to our indie spotlight. We spotlight a game that needs a little more attention, an upcoming game you should keep on your radar. I'm bringing up another game that I've been talking to Mal about quite a bit. They've wanted to play it. It's called Botany Manor. I did my review of it last year, I believe. I think it was early last year. It is a first-person botany simulator, but I even hesitate to say that because it is more like puzzle story. Where you are playing through someone who goes back to this mansion, and you get like the herbology book, and it's like, here are all the plants that grow in this house, but they start as like, this one needs to be grown by the window so it has sun, obviously, like plants do. But then you have special ones that like, these ones can only grow in a thunderstorm, but it's not storming outside, so how do you recreate that? So you go to one of those retro cameras that you put like the gunpowder into, when you take the picture and it flashes on the pot at the same time, like that activates the plant and you grow it, and you take all the notes in your herbology like manual, like, this is what I do, this is how I do it. You're going through the story of characters who live here. Some need chemicals to activate stuff, some have I need to hear a certain music, or I need to grow under a certain type of tree, or this certain mineral needs to be in my dirt. Like, it's all these different things. Some of them got challenging. I remember playing it for review before anyone else like could publish stuff. So I have really had to fight, like, how do I beat this one? What do I need to do? Got it. I'm figuring it out. But even after the time it took to solve some of these, I still ended up like really enjoying it. They ended up sending me a PlayStation key because I would like to get the platinum. I just haven't got a chance to play it with all the new stuff. But I played it on Steam. I beat it on Steam. I had a blast. I think for people who like puzzle games and like plant games, I think this is a nice combination of those kind of things. Very beautiful setting. I remember enjoying the music. I think it has very like relaxing and like, I don't know how to define that moment where you feel like your chest just kind of opened up. You're like, ooh, I feel happy today. Like, it has a lot of those moments from when I played it. Damn. I like those.
Damn.
Yeah. So Botany Manor, we finally got Mouse set up on my like Steam family share. So I'm like, all right, just remember, I'm going to have redacted stuff. So like, it's not that you can't play it, but I got to play it, and just don't go telling the world that you have it. It's very important to me. Otherwise they're not going to give me keys anymore. It's like, got it. Cool. And they was like, you have Botany Manor. I'm like, I do have Botany Manor. You should play it. Jack Doherty finally got arrested. I have to watch that. They go, no, I don't want, not now, but
Not now.
Now. But yes, Botany Manor, it's on Steam, it's on PlayStation. I think that trailer we're watching was for Switch.
I think it's on Xbox as well.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think
Wasn't
Xbox.
it on Game Pass?
Let's find out. Botany Manor Game Pass. I don't immediately see. I see xCloud, which tells me it might be on Game Pass. Yeah, at least the Xbox page is listed as Game Pass, but it is definitely on Xbox. So
yeah,
play it one way or the other. But sick. Timestamp. And Tofr, with that, we're ready to wrap this bad boy up. Guys, thank you so freaking much for watching this episode of Playlog. Let us know what you think about the Game Awards. I probably won't get to react immediately this year because I'll be in the middle of an unannounced game at this moment, but I'll be rolling dice and it'll be great. So I'll tell you about it when I can. But it will have a series going on that I can't quite tell you yet, but I'll probably be able to tell you next week, I assume. Tofr, listen. We're going to PAX East, or PAX Unplugged. A lot of TTRPG stuff. There's hopefully like those big parties, right? The start playing parties of people get in line and like, I'm looking for a DM, I'm looking for a party, whatever. And apparently Matt Mercer shows up to those. And apparently I'm invited. So if I happen to run into Matt Mercer at one of these parties and we become best friends and I get on Critical Role, you know, guys, you always say, don't forget me when you're big. You're all forgotten because I'm a big deal. No, I think it'd be a cool opportunity to meet Matt. I know last year at PAX East, or early this year at PAX East, I got to hang out with Iffy, Nwadiwe. So that was very cool. So, you know, branches extended to like, hey, Iffy, yo, Matt, what's up? I know this guy. What's up? So, yes, so I'm hoping to meet some cool TTRPG people this weekend. But I'll let you guys know. I'm sure next week we'll probably have a topic for sure, but I'll probably talk about Unplugged. I'm hoping to get to the PAX Rising booth there, which is 6 indie TTRPGs or board games that I hope to get to cover and do my typical PAX interview. Like, what's the game? Where'd it come from? Like those 1 to 2 minute time things. So, we'll see, but we're rambling. Tofr, if little Stiggly Winklys would find the internet, where would they go?
The easiest way to find me is through my link tree, which is Play Nice Kids in one word.
There you have it. Of course, you guys can find me at CGDannyB, TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, Blue Sky, the whole 9 yards, at solo.to/CGDannyB. It's in the description. Just go click on the shit. And with that, we're ready to wrap it up. Tofr, thank you for another great episode. Thanks for sticking around. You got to get some sleepy sleep here. So,
I sure do.
Bet everyone, thank you so much for hanging out. Like, comment, subscribe, 5-star review on Spotify. Come back next week. We're getting to Game of the Year time, so it's going to be hopefully not all 2 to 3 hour episodes, but we got Playlog Awards to figure out. We got Game of the Year conversation to figure out. It's going to be some time. So stick around for Playlog, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Mwah! Toodles!